Okay, so we are back for another version of Pathfinder, where I've just thrown one of my cameras on the floor. Probably for no particular reason, as I'm trying to readjust cameras with no one here today. Okay, so tonight online today we have David.
Hello. I am David. I play Lvl3, the moral compass of the party, the all-round good guy, and definitely not morally questionable in any way.
I'm sure you're not doing anything morally questionable. How could you? You're Beleth.
My morals don't question it.
Okay, we also have online Jeremy.
Good evening, all. Yes, I'm playing Kordar, the elven half-human would-be hero of Sandpoint, out to try and prove his worth to the world, to be the heroes of the legends that he grew up reading and understanding. Having found that Pathfinder Society is not quite the heroic organisation it appeared to be on the storybooks, he's working hard to
Make it so.
fix up those legends. Make the actuality in line with the legends. And obviously, no one would question Beleth's morals because he talked about it.
Also online we have Martin.
Yes, I'm playing Barak Bloodguzzler, a wild druid and animal druid, and mostly I stay silent and try and support the rest of the party. Every now and then I turn into an animal and bite the heads off chickens.
And that's when you really start talking?
Maybe.
Apparently chicken heads make him so talkative. Also online we have Victor.
Oh.
Who's totally not a vampire.
Oh no. Not a vampire this time. I play Luna of Libra. That's a human Shaonti oracle from the Cosmos mystery. And she's a very curious person and love being here by this group besides being traumatized each day.
I'm sure the trauma will not be too much for you.
Yeah. You sure? I'm not 100% sure.
Hey, apparently
Victor,
you can only break
you
your mind
seem
once.
to be confusing the English words of traumatize and educate.
It might be the case.
This is an education. This is a learning experience.
You get a little bit of everything.
Don't worry that she can't sleep for the next lifetime. It's fine.
And just imagine what it's going to be like when she actually catches up with her gods.
Luna, run! Run, Luna! Just the gods tell her to run as fast as possible.
She has been shown a little bit of like lust for power here and then. Not so common on
Where she would have learned
so
that
young. Yeah, so young Shanti. That's weird.
Well, there are worse things that can happen than wanting to have a little bit of power.
Yeah, you could have it and not want it. Hi, Bella Silverton. Nice to meet you. Or you can have power, but it's the wrong kind of power.
I'm just preparing for tonight by getting out the crit hit and crit fumble cards. I'm sure I won't need them too much today.
Oh, good.
Hmm.
That's cool because
I'm gonna roll will for disbelief, Martin.
Well, I said too much. I have had sessions with combat and no cards have come out. We've been doing well.
You see, Martin.
That's due to Bella's superior negotiation abilities.
As you know from our pal Thanos, it's better to pull from a card than to kill someone with your imagination, right? Because if you pull from a card, that's not genocide. That's by chance.
Chance can do many wonderful things. Okay, so last session you came across a creature that you could not identify. Something that was all suckers and tentacles and smelled horrible.
I'm sure it would have been a
Oh,
perfect
it's
people later
Dimitri.
if we hadn't let it get anyone to eat.
Well, it did try eating people, but didn't quite succeed.
I can make friends today, or not.
Well, I'm sure you could.
Suddenly, Luna became a different kind of druid.
Well, I'm sure she could cast Animate Dead and create her own friends.
Oh, good grief! Only one of us is supposed to have divine spells like that.
I
Oracles do.
okay.
Okay, so you've gone down into the Dead Warrens. You're looking for the grandson of 1,000 Bones, which is a rather stern-looking Shoanti, and also one of the local leaders.
And we found almost half of him so far.
Yep.
Only 573 to go.
Well, we've
Yeah,
got 2 legs.
that's trauma number 3, but okay.
Welcome to the universe, Luna.
Okay, so
And the,
that is what 1,000 Bones looks like, if I can actually get it into the light. Apparently the camera likes to be right where the light is. There we go.
why I see so
They're,
tiny? Oh, I can see now.
That's always fun playing with cameras and going there, how do I get that thing back? There we go.
There are significantly less bones than one might expect.
Well,
we have come across a few skeletons and things like that down here.
you don't actually expect they're his bones. His name is 1,000 Bones.
Maybe it's someone else's ones.
So, most Shoanti are named after what they
He's
see.
taking the court.
No. It's just, he uses the bones to predict the future. All them bones.
And most likely, the person who
Boner.
named him saw a pile of bones and went, "There's 1,000 bones there," and named him that.
Oh no. Boner alert.
And yes, you might have people called Boner.
I went to school with a kid with the last name Boner. Poor guy.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah, people just kept bringing it up.
Why do parents do that? That sucks, man.
Well, the surname.
What was his surname?
Went to
It
school
wasn't a
with
good name.
a guy surnamed Hall.
That must be worse.
The property I went to yesterday was Horville.
That's
Jesus,
a cunning choice of name.
it's getting better each time.
Yeah.
There are
Someone
some.
else knows someone else.
There are some rather
So we
horrific
saw
names and
1,000
stuff here.
bones.
You saw 1,000 Bones. You took
Not
on a
four.
quest to find his grandson and stop a war from happening.
Yep.
You then went out into the Dead Warrens after speaking to the Church of Pharasma. And someone's got a chip packet rather close.
Apologies.
Oh, good. I thought I just mentioned it because it was crackling quite loudly. And you went in and you fought a owlbear skeleton, and then you took on a couple of normal-sized skeletons, and then some Derros before finding a creature you could not identify.
Yes, Dimitri again.
No. If it was Dimitri, he would have been identified because he would have told you.
Yeah, so.
Fought some creatures in a trap.
Heals I cast. Do I have any heals left? I guess not.
I don't
No,
believe
no,
you
no. I
used.
still have one for second level, I guess. No, no, no. I use it. I can't remember. I will assume I use it.
So,
Ben, as though I wasn't here for the last session, was I?
let me have a quick look.
Well, do you remember what you were about to get?
No, you were here last
We
session.
need to meet you. That's what we need.
David
Yeah, I was
was here last
only
session.
present for a short time last week, I
That's
think.
right. Yeah.
So, how much of your spells have you used, Victor?
I remember using a first level heal. That's for sure. I don't remember using the second level heal. But since I have a terrible memory, I will assume I use it. And I only use it. I still have a second level slot
So you got
spell
one.
left.
So you got one second level slot and two first level slots left.
I guess one first level because I remember trying to use bless.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
All good. It's nice to keep track of these things.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so you went through a trapped hallway fighting some creatures you could not identify, then took on a rather large, disgusting creature with another Derro. And in an alchemy lab.
And the large disgusting creature, I believe, was actually quite tough, which is why Nexar is certainly heavily damaged. And, well, I would say it was Sparky was also heavily damaged, but that's random state for Mark's characters. So while Sparky tries to work out whether or not she's supposed to be in front, in the rear, in the middle, doesn't matter, she's always in the damage.
Always happened to manage to get to a point where she was getting beaten up. So, you haven't had a chance to take a 10-minute break yet because you are in a dungeon and you're not sure what's hurt your combat and what's coming your way.
Okay, so I think we effectively ended the last session just as the big bad thing went down.
Yep.
Was the Derro also killed?
The Derro was also killed.
Yeah. And so how big's this room we're in and how many exits does it have that we have to try and cover in the immediate?
It's 30 foot by 40 foot with the doorway to the trapped corridor in the west, a passageway into unworked stone in the east, and a small passageway to a door in the south.
Corner will then take up a position if you can, like in probably not actually like close to the centre of the room, but off to one side I expect to be able to see where you can look down both passageways, the unworked and the one that leads to the door. So, and he'll be maintaining watch there whilst giving the others an opportunity to catch their breath and do the other bits. So, what the description of the room we're in?
It is a laboratory with tables full of gear, potentially made one of the things you fought. I'm trying to pull out the description of the page. So the wooden tables here are stacked with vials, beakers, and other alchemical gear. Although the southern one is hit with broken vials and leans awkwardly on a hastily repaired leg, 3 large cauldrons sit against the east wall, one of them upended. Its foul, rancid contents, old rendered fat, have spilled onto the floor.
Okay, yeah. So, worked on the idea that people will be wanting to actually have a look and see if there's anything interesting in this room. Cordar will be maintaining watch.
Bella's going to do some heal skilling.
Okay, so you're going to spend 10 minutes?
He'll definitely try to begin to spend 10 minutes on Nexa.
Okay.
And we'll see if we run out of time, in which case we'll Have a look at battle medicine, but see, okay.
Is anyone else doing anything while in that 10 minutes?
I'm sure Luna's investigating for treasure and or clues.
I'm getting my focus point back.
Okay, you're starting to gain your focus point back.
Yeah, I should try to do that too.
Somebody needs to investigate.
I guess Cordar, if nothing happens for say 2 or 3 minutes, Cordar will start looking around the room and confirming whether or not there's anything else to find in here. On the idea that, well, if nothing's come immediately, potentially nothing's coming in the next 10 minutes.
Good assumption.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a perception roll for Corda, because everyone else is busy.
17.
17. Okay, you can hear loud footsteps coming.
Coming from the open passageway or from the area where the door was?
The open passageway.
Okay. I will signal to the others to stay quiet, there's something coming.
Battle medicine.
And I will then take up a position aiming to just not be obviously visible. It's got a bit of stealth capability, but yeah, basically on a spot where he can ambush anything that comes through and it's going to be listening for it coming.
Okay.
Martin, battle medicine.
Yeah, well, just give me a moment. I'm just getting things set up because battle medicine
Just
will
make
be...
sure I was there.
So I'll get each of you to give me a initiative roll where David, because he called out battle medicine, will be doing medicine for his initiative. I'm just going to duck to the bathroom while you roll initiative.
So you're all looking like we're going to be off the mark quickly?
I rolled a 7.
Well, I said be
Trying to figure
very off the
out.
mark considering he's going to be first.
9 I got.
9 total, yeah. Well, you're certainly focusing heavily. Cordar's on 20.
Okay.
Well, they got a total of
Bellath.
That's not bad.
25 for Bellath.
Nice. You should be able to get that animation off before we get into combat.
Let's hope so.
And then you, Victor, how have you got Kiga?
Oh, I got a total of
Victor got 20,
21.
didn't you?
21?
21 total, not 20, not 21 dice. 21 total.
So Luna got 21 total.
Yeah.
What did Balath get?
25.
25. What did Barak get?
9.
9. What did Cordar get?
20.
Okay, so you made a fairly good mix there with all these people paying attention while someone's trying to get back their stuff.
Yeah, obviously Barak was more deep into meditation than Luna was.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so... Nothing too devastating on this end.
For an initiative roll, I'd certainly hope not.
Okay, so Balath, you hear Corda say something about feet.
Feet.
As in, like,
Didn't know you were
voice
in color.
It breaks.
Yeah,
it breaks
so-
through your concentration of trying to patch someone up.
Oh yeah, no, we battle on that and do some battle medicine.
Yep. Make your battle medicine roll. I believe it's a 2-action roll, and
Sure.
who are you doing it on?
Next up. Even though Nex is probably not going to be involved in the combat, that's fine. He is concentrating on Nexa. Critical, natural 1.
So you're killing that car. Lucky she's not here.
Okay, let's look up how that actually works. To make sure we get that right, mind you. So that means it's a something downgraded.
So what's your total you actually get?
Hang on. Yeah, sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's good to know. Skills. Checks energy dudes with skills. 8.
So it's an 8 downgraded.
That's correct.
Okay, so yes, it was a critical fail. Roll me 1d8. As you poke instead of poke in the wrong spot.
Definitely a bit distracted, hey?
Yeah.
8.
You are trying to kill Nexa what's not here, aren't you?
Okay, Nexa is now on dying 2.
Well done, Annie. You'd have been here. This would never have happened.
Because
God.
Nexa was already wounded.
You know, no, David,
Yeah.
that's what you get for rushing with an initiative of 25.
And you got one.
Yeah.
And you have one action left.
I should be Ukrainian.
What you do with your final action with all the
2
blood
actions
spurting?
left, hey? 1 more action left.
What action left? Because treat wound.
1 action left.
Two actions left because battle medicine is a single action.
Copy.
You can administer first aid and stabilize.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do you-
I want to roll a natural 1 on this one.
Do you have a healer's toolkit? I'm assuming you do to have done treat wounds and all that.
I do.
Just
Absolutely,
making sure.
yes.
I'm pretty certain we all got healing toolkits.
I thought so in some of the other groups, but I had to ask because not everyone does.
Oh, okay, yep.
So the DC is 17.
I got 25.
So yes, you have stabilized.
That's good.
So Nexa is now stabilized. Next,
Cool. Is that a 2 action or is that 1 action?
that is a double action thing you have
Yep,
to
cool.
do. And then there is
worries.
something big and beefy comes stomping into the room towards Cordar. Once I find something appropriately, because I don't know what Ogrekin called now. That's something you could look up and find out what Ogrekin are called.
I believe the equivalent in 2nd edition is Kobold.
Good try.
No. It's level 0 globally.
Okay, so
Gotcha.
moving to Demon then.
I'll take Devil.
Well, you're happy for Devil? Oh, okay then.
Right, I'll take Devil. At least I can beg for mercy and sacrifice the rest of the party for my life.
You actually get along better with, Devils, you do. That's right.
Correct, yes.
I'll look for something roughly of the right CR challenge rating for you. I luckily have a thing nearby. And what level is it supposed to be? Oh, that's a nice level. Okay.
17.
That will do.
That's concerning. The satisfaction in Martin's voice is not reassuring.
So what we got Pete coming, okay? That'll do, Pete, that'll do.
Yes.
You know me so well. Okay, so a dog man comes towards you.
Okay.
That's a weird roll. We're dead.
Is he carrying weapons? Is he armored? Is he looking angry? Is he charging?
He spent a move to close in with you. He has a weapon in one hand, and then he throws a spell at you.
Okay.
It's not very nice.
Well, he likes to play catch, I'm sure.
Mm.
So expecting it returned, is he? Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Well, you're so good at returning, magic, being a magic person there, Jeremy.
Always.
Okay, so I'm sure this is not going to go bad whatsoever. Okay.
Oh, in that case, I could fine.
In which case, you can't have thrown that spell at you. I have to pick another one. Okay. This one might be worse, though.
Oh, goody.
Well, I was just going to throw a darkness at you, but you can't have moved and thrown darkness.
Right.
Okay, I can do that one. Okay, so a pair of canine fangs appear beside you, glowing in the ether.
Okay. Do they bite me immediately, or do they have to bite next turn?
They do bite you immediately.
Bad dog.
Probably not particularly well. Hits armor class 18.
18 will miss.
Okay.
Oh, you missed him. Bad dog.
And then it is Luna's go.
How about that? Can I try to see better what the type of thing is that?
You
The
can.
hooky thing on the wall?
You can.
Yeah, I'm
Certainly
gonna
might,
try,
if you've got a flame, I've got a flaming sword, so.
You can see it in the light. So,
yeah, can I try to do that? That thing I do?
are you going to do occultism using a secret roll?
Or you
actually,
use
I
your
have to
secretary.
pull off assurance first.
Okay, you use assurance first. Unfortunately, it's not something you can recall straight away. Would you like to spend an action?
Yeah, I will spend an action to try it like harder.
Luckily, I rolled for you earlier, and you still can't identify what you think it is.
Okay.
But it is using occult magic. It has just thrown a spiritual weapon at your fighter.
It actually just threw us a pair of those like joke teeth at you.
Well, I'm more curious as to exactly what his god is. If the weapon of choice is some fake teeth.
I'm sure.
Those fake vampire fangs.
I'm sure it's Jericho. So that's one action. What does Luna do with her remaining two actions?
Yeah, is that
society corridor.
Or is
that
that
thing like actually acting hostile before us, right?
It's just done an attack spell,
Yes.
which did an attack on one of your party members, and it's holding a scimitar quite threateningly.
Oh, not so friendly at all.
So answer yes.
Okay, between
He's just
me,
invited you to dinner.
between me and the target, can I hit someone else with a fan of 5-foot cone?
You can definitely hit Cordell for 5-foot cone.
15-foot cone.
I know you can still hit him with a 15-foot cone as well, but you can't hit that creature with a 15-foot cone. You'd have to move in front of Cordar and cast the spell there. And that would basically put you right up where the creature is.
No, bad idea. Then I will shoot it with someone or something else. Like, oh, it's a human. Maybe Divine Lance won't do anything, but I will try anyway.
You throw a Divine Lance.
Yeah, I will try Divine Lance with the other 2 actions.
Is that a saving throw or an attack roll?
I guess it's a attack roll. Let me check.
I can tell you right now, it is a target versus a ranged spell attack roll against the target's AC. On a hit, the target takes the damage of the chosen alignment type equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay, let me roll the goddamn dice.
I'd just roll a normal dice. I'd bloody didn't roll a goddamn one. That's probably less effective.
That's really fun.
So you might be talking to your god sooner than you think.
Yeah, apparently so.
Just ask Nexa.
Okay, with the +9 I have from attack roll, that gets me a total of 21 AC.
21 AC.
Does it hit?
I'm
very
just checking
high.
to see if it has reactions. No, you actually do manage to hit.
Oh.
I like it. Does that hit? No, you do manage to hit.
So it's
That's my kind of
2d4.
DMing right there.
2d4 plus spellcaster modifier. Okay, 2d4.
That's correct, yes.
4 plus 4 is total 8 damage.
Nice.
And that's
What alignment damage?
Usually I can.
What is the alignment of your chosen deity?
Usually I guess good. Because I'm a nice girl.
That's a good, yeah, so it's good damage. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it makes any difference to this.
Well, it could be bad damage instead, so good damage is better than bad damage.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's definitely good damage because it's on the opposition. Bad damage is on us.
That's what I was meaning.
No, good damage is on you. Bad damage is on anybody other than you.
Oh my god, I should record the sessions too.
Well, hey, they're recorded. You can
That's
play them
alright,
whenever
we
you
all do.
like.
What news?
My thing is.
Yeah. Okay, so now that you've thrown some good damage and hit a bad guy,
The bad guy's going to throw some bad damage.
it's now Cordar's go.
It's not what?
It's now Cordar's go.
Oh, okay.
And I will.
I thought
It's time for some lane damage.
I'll take a swing with my flaming sword
At the fangs,
See? Lame.
at the dog creature, dog man.
you're going to have to approach the dog man with
Yeah.
at least one move.
And will you provoke getting there?
I don't believe fangs provoke.
Also, Jeremy, I have the theme song from Babe stuck in my head now. Thank you very much.
Oh, good. Sorry, I dropped out for a moment there.
Been noticed.
Yeah, so how far away was it? I've got to use extra help to move it.
You have to do probably about 10 feet movement. If you want to hit it with a melee attack.
I think we've lost Jeremy again.
Hopefully I'm back again though.
Okay, so 10
There we
feet
go.
movement you need to do.
So how much movement was it?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. Well, I will take a step action
Yep,
to move 5 feet towards him, and then I will lunge.
that will
to
work.
attack him.
And then you will pull some bullshit.
AC 23.
AC 23 is a hit.
Oh, that's nice. 12 points of normal damage and 5 points of fire damage. So when I say normal, magical slashing damage.
So 4 slashing and 5 fire.
12 slashing
12 slashing
and
and
5 fire.
12. Okay, guys, still going?
Okay, I will take another lunge at him then.
Well, that's a pretty better spells than we have, David. Like lunge and slash and punch.
Well, just go to
Yeah,
find
no, don't do that physical nonsense.
who am I? So plus
Sounds lame to me.
AC 19.
AC 19 is a hit, surprisingly.
Not quite as good damage. 7 points of magical slashing and 2 points of fire.
At least it's not good damage.
Okay.
And then I'll use my third action to raise my shield.
Okay. Then it is Barak's turn.
So,
Also, no, apologies. I just remembered. I don't raise my shield because I used an action to step.
You did, yes.
Didn't your shield break?
but you have
Not quite what we had.
preserved the fact that you're 10 feet from the creature.
I'm still 5 feet from the creature, I am.
5.
Okay.
And 5 feet from the ghostly jaws as well.
Alright. So I want to approach the... Well, I want to turn into a wolf
Yep.
and then...
Using animal form.
Fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
So...
Remember, you didn't get your focus point back.
So that is 2 actions to pull off your animal form spell.
Hang on, hold you what?
Okay. Alright. Yeah, well, I'll just do that then.
Okay, so you got 1 action left. What do you do with your final action?
Can I approach... If I approach the creature, will it prompt a retaliatory attack?
Unknown. Plus, you need to pick which creature you turn into.
But if you guys
Preferably
go
no shark.
towards the creature, it probably doesn't have reach, so you're not leaving a square that it can affect, so you wouldn't expect to get a retaliatory one, but hey, we don't know exactly what it is yet, so...
You never know. It's an NPC for Mum.
Yeah.
I'm just having a look at the owl and whether the owl can help. The bird pecks at your foe's eyes when you create an opening. Until the start of your next turn, your strikes that your bird threatens also deal 1d4 persistent bleed damage.
So,
Alright, so I'll move in,
you'll move in, but you can't actually attack.
but I can get the owl to do the 1d4 persistent bleed
Only
damage.
if you've struck it with a melee strike this round.
Oh, okay, so when it says your strikes that your bird threatens,
Yes, your bird
how
has
do
to
I
actually.
decompress that?
So your bird has to be adjacent to the creature, and you strike that creature. So once you've struck that creature, your bird's ability then kicks in and does free damage without having to roll for it.
And since it can fly 60 feet, won't it just be there?
It can fly there, but you can't move and strike, considering you just spent 2 actions to transform. So
The other factor that might be important here is, do you need to command the bird using one of your actions?
yes, he does. So at this stage, you've transformed with 1 action and 2 actions. You moved with a 3rd action, and your bird's waiting where you were for what you were to tell it to do next.
And can you command it when you're in dog form? Or with the other factor? I don't know whether you have telepathic link or whatever type stuff, so...
I don't know.
Don't worry about it right now, anyway. But yeah, obviously, yeah, it's not attacking right now because you've used your 3 actions.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I'll just... wait here.
Okay, so the room behind you opens up with the wall sliding to the side as another creature is standing in the doorway dressed in black robes. I'm sure black robes is not bad.
Is this the doorway that was like down the passageway?
This is a northern wall has slid across to the side.
Oh, okay, so not something, an entranceway we didn't know about before.
Yep, a thing you didn't know about before. And spends 2 actions and throws a line of lightning that hits Balath, Nexa, and Luna.
That could be bad for Nexa.
Ooh.
Nexus, yeah.
He did the
So,
palpitating
saving
thing,
throw
okay.
for each of those people. Unfortunately, Nexa doesn't get a saving throw because it is reflect based, and Nexa is unconscious.
Is she automatic fail or critical fail?
So,
That makes it a critical foul, unfortunately.
so what I'm trying to dodge here
Did
is
Nexus just die?
Yeah.
what?
Unless it's got Die Hard or something type stuff that might give her 5, but I don't know.
I didn't remember she was dying before.
Well, no, it's the fact that she was being healed by Balath, but Balath fucked up and so she was there on dying too at that point in time. But
And now she's being critically hit because she
and
can't
then-
dodge from something she can't see.
but she wasn't on dying 2 anymore.
She was on wounded 2.
She was stabilized.
Yeah,
She was on wounded 2, which means if she gets critically hit, she gains 2 levels of dying and starts at dying 2. So she basically becomes dying 4.
Yep.
That's unfortunately how the rules work.
So she's not.
So she will be dead.
Is that she's dead?
That is a dead.
Let's find out because we might find the rest of the party's dead as well yet. So we may be able to join her. So how do you guys go on with your saving first?
Well, am I trying to like dodge the lightning?
You're doing a reflex
You don't have
saving
to.
throw.
You could stand there.
You can choose not to dodge if you wish to.
It's a lightning damage, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is, yes.
Oh no!
Was it reflex, did
can
you
I
say?
use a reroll?
It is reflex.
Yes.
Can I use a reroll? I just roll a natural 1. That's bad.
Sure.
Don't know if got any rerolls, have we?
You got a couple, not many.
Okay, I will use one reroll because I don't want to critically fail this one. Let's see. Didn't roll it that high, but I will keep it. 7. 20. Oh, not bad at all. Still not.
Yep. What was that?
Is there any way, Martin? Is there any way that we can bullshit Balath into taking a critical and Nexa taking nothing? Balath will quite happily throw himself in front of Nexa, even though it's
Well,
lightning.
I'm
so
happy to
probably
use
not.
one of the reroll points to make it only dying 3 instead.
Yeah, I'm all good with that.
Happy?
Do we have only we don't use hero points or anything like that?
That is the hero points. It's the pool of hero points for the party as well as other things. It's not individual; it's pooled. So that means.
why not she uses 1 to like get stabilized or something?
It's not the way we work things, Victor. It's already being settled.
So
Okay.
what is Balath's reflex?
Oh yeah, so to do that. Sorry, he was just trying to sacrifice himself for Nexa. Not good.
Which is not too bad.
Don't tell her.
Which is what we all expected, Bella. So it's good to see.
Well, she's like the only party member that he actually likes.
Excellent.
Roll, sorry. It was a reflex?
Reflex, it is.
Ooh, that's... 13.
13. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, so.
Sure will.
Victor, what did you roll again?
I rolled a 13, but with plus 7 I got a 20.
Okay, so you failed as well.
Ah, damn.
But hopefully not critically failed.
Yeah,
I was going to say, I critical
got
failed.
one. I got another one for the first time, so it was
Yeah,
better
I better
to
off.
reroll.
Okay, so each of you take a huge chunk of damage, and Nexar's gone to dying 3, so one of you has to stabilize her if you want to keep her alive. As a spellcaster has just hit you with lightning.
Yeah, how much damage is that?
That is 25
another?
points of damage each.
If you look on the screen, you'll find you've got about
Oh,
8%
okay,
damage.
okay.
And it is now Balath's turn.
Well, it is time for Nexa to get up and do some work. Can we actually use Nexa if she's conscious?
You can if
She's
she's conscious.
But remember,
Alright.
if she's conscious and she gets up and she's on low hit points and gets knocked down again, she will be dead.
Well, if he takes
We all
another
die.
lightning, yeah, but if Nexa takes any more lightning, Nexa is dead.
Yep.
Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah. Just having a look. Sorry. Just give me a moment.
I'm just looking at my next.
Nexa is locked out of Battle of Medicine still.
Well, she's immune to Bella's battle medicine, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Spur character. Okay. I can try it. If I have battle medicine, but I guess I don't.
Yeah, but I have spells.
So you've got a free action heal, that'll fix everyone, won't it?
Well, yeah, but it will also potentially heal the enemy. Is there a way that I can get a 30-foot emanation, positive energy and a 30-foot emanation? Okay, is there any way that I can move in a way that will get the party within 30 feet and not an enemy?
Yes. By spending an action.
Right, yeah.
If you spend an action, you can't do the emanation one.
Because that'll be free action heal what you use.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
Isn't the undead the reverse?
But it's not undead.
So,
They're not.
if you want to harm undead, you have to
that's
do
not
it
true.
as touch or the range ray. You have to choose heal or undead. But if you're doing the emanation, it's heal and damage.
Correct.
Oh.
Okay. So, I will.
But remember
let's,
also, David,
oh,
considering how much
Yeah.
damage the party's taken, even if you
Yeah.
remove the damage that Cordar did onto the enemy, it's still an overall positive situation. So
Yeah, I just don't know whether 1d8 plus X is going to cut it. No, I think it's just 1d8, isn't it?
It is 1d8 emanation because you're healing multiple people.
oh, okay, yeah.
Exactly.
It's 1d8 plus 8 if you target an individual.
Yeah.
Everyone is running low at the moment.
What do you reckon, Jeremy? Actually, I don't care. Yeah, Victor, you can do some battle medicine if you need to. Group heal, please, Martin.
Okay. Roll a d8.
All right, now show me a 1 on a d8, please.
So remember also, I don't know if you can do it, but
I don't have battle
you
medicine.
can heal is something you can heighten for each level.
He didn't actually take it as his specialized
You can't
spell.
go to second one,
So,
that's right.
because it's not one of his specialized spells, he can't heighten it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
As Pathfinder specific.
I don't have battle medicine.
Cool.
That's confirmed.
So
No.
we each got a D8 towards the end?
Let me. Sorry, I'm switching between apps at the moment. Oh, for fuck's sake. Wrong app. No, I don't want to roll. I would love to roll a d12, but no.
Hey, I only got 25 damage on 4d12 when I hit you for lightning bolt.
Nice. 6 health.
So 6 to everyone.
Yep, including the dog man.
Everyone.
Share and share alike.
I was like
Thank you.
here, the voice in my head.
But unfortunately, it does put Nexa in definite danger as well still.
Okay.
Okay, it's time for
So the dog
for me
man
to do the
attack.
same.
The dog man attacks Barak, who is moved up to him in dog form.
I left a gap. Anyway, yeah.
The only gap that was there.
And he can move.
Jeremy moved into.
Okay.
So I thought you moved
It's
to
quite
Jason,
between me and it, but I'm assuming you end up in that gap between us.
which means
So
you
we're
can't.
either side of it. Is that what you're saying?
The idea was you're in between. You have Jeremy behind you and the dog man in front of you.
Okay.
Because it was still only just coming through the corridor type stuff, so I couldn't probably get behind it.
So and it's only a 5-foot corridor. Okay, so it attacks Martin's character, hitting an armor class 18. How does that compare to your animal form?
Animal form. Where am I? At 19.
Okay, in which case his first swing misses. He then tries to bite you.
Of course he does.
Apparently his bite's not as good. It only hits armor class 12. So you don't get a crit miss on that one. And then he directs his magic fangs to attack Jeremy's character.
So they
I
can
miss-
move
I
and
miss-
attack, can they?
What was that, Jeremy?
They can move and attack.
Yes, he has to sustain it. It moves and then attacks.
After that, yep.
Just making sure I get the right rules on that one, because I believe it still counts as his. No, I think he just uses his base attack. Yeah, because it's the spell he's brought up. It is a 19 to hit you. Does a
That
19
miss?
hit you? That's a miss. Then it is Luna's go.
Okay, what Luna will do is I have 1 second level spell and 1 first level spell. I will probably cast the first level healing 3 actions, so it will be 1d8 for everyone, including the dogman, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, do you guys agree? That's the best move, right? Because we are all like dying. Oh, what happened?
I was going to say, Bella and Corda got up close and personal.
I was just trying to highlight all the areas so I can heal everyone in one go.
I was saving that for blast, but I guess we can't. Wait, I can try to do a ray of enfeeblement and like lower the punish, but the guy's casting spells will stop, so that probably won't do nothing. Yeah, probably reaction healage is.
Yeah, look, I think, Victor, our job is to keep the party alive, and everybody else's job is to kill the enemy right now.
Yeah, I can like give a big boost of health to one person, but I guess that won't do right now.
Look, as long as it's Belaf, perfect.
Yeah, reaction healing is, and I am out of first level spells.
Okay.
Completely.
Yeah, that sounds like the rest of the party for us.
I will be completely out of spells.
How much did
How
you
much healing
heal?
do you do, Victor?
1d8 only, that's not
Yeah.
Yes,
You
but-
rolled it?
What 1d8 is not a number. We need a number.
Oh, sorry, let me roll first. Come on, guys. 6!
You should roll
I
louder.
did exactly what Belaf did.
Well, copying from the best is not a bad thing. So yes, everyone gets 6 healing.
Six, the number of them is...
Yeah. As opposed to 668 next door neighbour, please.
Okay, so that was your turn.
667.
Quarter.
Good up.
And next turn, Cordar's down.
Yeah. Corda will again take a lunge at the dog man.
Yep, having the buffer zone
Actually-
between you is very helpful.
Actually, how far away is the spellcaster?
He is exactly 10 feet away from you. Oh, the other spellcaster. He
Yeah,
is
sorry, yeah, the
because they're
not
actually
the dog man, not the one that's shooting lightning at people.
they're actually both spellcasters.
True, yes, I was forgetting.
So he is about 25 feet from you.
We said we were allowed to use Nexo in combat, didn't we?
Yep.
Okay, I will go for dog man then. I'll allow Nexo to get a revenge back on
The
the.
dog man is getting healed as much as we do, man. That's a problem.
I think that should hit. 31.
31 on him.
Okay.
Let me just have a good look at it. That makes it a critical hit.
Nice.
I do love how many more criticals we get in Pathfinder.
Kill the guy dead, man.
No, Jeremy was considering killing him alive.
Well, Corda's a good guy.
Sort of like what I do when I can heal undead to death.
Do you have a feel what his armor class is?
Well, he certainly
Less than 20. Yeah, less than 21.
Okay.
And
I guess.
sorry, sorry, 12 rounds.
It is.
So that makes it. No, that's right. Because that implies to. That's okay. 7, 11, 22 magical slashing damage, and 8 consistent fire damage.
Okay, so how would you like to kill him with your critical hit?
Oh, yes. Well, it was a lunge, so I can't really necessarily slash his whole head off, but the lunge has gone up under his sternum and up and into his brain and through his throat.
And you see his eyes explode with the flame coming out his eyes.
Mm-hmm. I will then use second action as I withdraw the sword and flick away the burning blood. Move to the lightning caster and I'm going to attack on him too, actually.
Okay.
I'll protect my shield. 14, AC 19.
AC 19. He just bats your blade to the side with his mace.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Well, no, it could have been worse, Victor. He could have battered my blade to the side and actually knocked it out of my hand at the same time because the 19 was a critical failure.
And Corda has become sickened.
Second?
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
Do I know
When you
why I'm sickened?
show up in the direction of the...
He has no
of
more
the
actions
person.
left.
Sorry?
He has no actions left. He can't throw up yet.
Yeah, no, but it was a second because it suddenly was a nauseating smell or
Nauseating smell, the stench of decay.
from this creature that has been faced.
Once you got within 15 feet, once you got within 5 feet of him, you automatically were sickened.
Happy with that. Or rather, not happy, but understanding.
Okay, so next person
That'll
up.
teach me not to
Maybe
like
it's undead. Maybe it's undead person. Maybe.
Next person up is Barrett. Barrett can actually stand beside Corda and attack the necromancer guy if he wishes to.
Is there a way to get, since I've got 40 feet of movement, is
Yep.
there a way to get around him?
Not without knowing the layout of the dungeon, which you haven't explored.
So not within this room. You'd have to go somewhere else in the room to essentially come out through behind the passage he came out of, but we don't know where that comes.
Because he's still standing in the passageway inside the secret door he opened.
Okay, alright. I'll just, so I'll step up to him and,
You are also
Right.
sickened.
like, there's an aura.
Yep, it is an aura.
Do I get,
So what it
So,
does is
well-
your checks and DCs are all reduced by 1.
did Cordar do that? Or,
He did. He
Yeah.
did technically, yes.
Marky, I have a
It's a free action
confession.
to say, hey, I can step back to give you
Later,
room next
Victor, later, please.
I do need to use one action to try to aid someone else, or do I use a reaction to try to aid someone else?
It's a reaction to aid someone else, but it has to be the same action they're doing.
Okay.
So you can't aid someone in melee if you don't have a melee weapon.
Okay.
and you're not actually in melee range.
Can I aid someone to cast a spell? Is that a thing?
Technically, but you'd have to have the same spell and be casting it as a reaction. And if you can't do it as a reaction, you can't do it. Which means you have to empower that. You means you have to ready an action to cast the spell, which doesn't really assist you that much to do so.
Oh,
So yes, you
yeah.
can, but there's not really any reason to.
So I can't try to aid you to cast a set of divine lance,
No.
for instance.
I mean, yes, you can, but it would be pointless.
Well, it would be inefficient use of your capabilities if you could do it.
Yep, and Belath wouldn't let you.
Okay, so Martin has reached the creature. You are sickened. All it means is a -1 on all your attack rolls, DCs, and saving throws.
and I'll bite it.
Okay, so give me an attack roll at your base attack -1.
Alright, 25.
25 is a hit.
Okay.
Nice.
And that's 16 damage.
Was that 25 with the -1?
25 with the minus. Yes, 25 with the -1.
Okay.
Yes.
And how much damage did you do?
I think I know what his AC is.
And did I subtract? I didn't subtract from the damage.
No, you don't subtract from damage, just
Okay,
from
so
your
16
checks.
then. And 7. Well, that's not going to hit.
How much damage did you do on the first hit?
16. Yeah, 16 damage.
16 damage. It's always good to work out your damage before moving on, because you don't know if it's what takes it down. So you've got one action left after moving and attacking. What do you want to do with your final action?
I had another attack.
Okay, so that would have been at -5, including the fact that it's agile and the sicken.
Yeah, well, that missed.
Okay. What was your total?
11.
That'll be a critical miss then, probably. Not quite? Okay, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
You're a real dick, Jeremy.
Hey,
So-
you were the one that brought up the fact that I think I really can't you could have 25 with the Martin Clon or not.
Sorry,
Well, then
I
shut
had someone.
up.
I had someone distracting me at the time. So what armor class did you hit in the end?
11.
11. 11 is not a critical miss.
Okay.
Reactions are a fantastic thing.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Okay, so that brings us to Balath.
He's just dropped out, apparently.
Balath will drop back in again in a moment and catch in, and it's Luna's go.
Okay, okay. Then what Luna will do is... Luna will try to... We'll cast the Divine Lance first, okay? That's one thing.
Well, roll your attack roll.
Let me roll my attack roll. Ah, do I have another reroll?
Don't worry about it. If you missed, you missed.
Was it that bad a
rolled
miss?
natural one.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't use your natural ones, you never know what's going to happen.
Okay, then I
It's
can
basically, would you prefer to take a natural one on your own attack, or would you prefer to take a natural one on your own saving throws?
Yeah. Let's say I roll a 1.
And what's the total downgraded? Because that is important.
Okay, the total downgraded is 10.
So 10 downgraded?
Yeah.
So 10 downgraded is a critical fumble on a spell attack.
Let's go with the cards.
You're coming in immediately after this.
Yeah, I just dropped out for a second.
It's all good. I now get to look up this interesting item called the Rod of Wonder.
Uh-oh.
The what?
I wonder.
He's wowed him.
Okay.
The what of what?
That's pretty much it.
He don't ask questions and leave it be.
Okay. You'll find out in a moment.
The Dawn of
Word of Wonder,
Rondo?
Jesus Christ. The Wand of Wonder.
Yeah, the wand of
Oh,
wonder.
Wand of
Wow.
Game of Wonders.
Okay, so...
What the Wand of Wonders do to me?
We're about to find out.
It's a
That's what I was just saying.
always has a variable effect.
Okay, you were hit by a lightning bolt
Oh no!
and the slow spell at the same time.
And
Yeah.
the slow spell.
Yep.
Don't know that make much effect. When you're unconscious, you're fairly slow.
So let's see what those numbers scroll out to be. So that on 2 dice, that's 22.
Oh my god!
35 points of damage.
That's worse than failing a saving throw from the guy's lightning. What the fuck?
You did it well.
Luckily for you, that's not instant death. It got close though.
And yeah, silver lining, don't worry about the slow effect.
Whoops.
I get all of it.
Uh-oh, I thought I was only getting one of you.
That would be bad. Yeah, welcome back, David.
I mean,
I dished it, that's
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay then.
Basically, I put you on 0.
Am I down? Who's down?
Only Luna's down. Oh, in fact, Luna's not even quite down.
Oh no, that is Luna down. That's Luna on 0.
Okay, yeah.
So Luna is on dying 2.
Yep, counts a critical fail. So,
Okay, so this is an interesting battle.
Yeah, please
And-
don't die.
Is this just a random encounter, Martin, or is this planned?
Oh no, this is planned. That guy was always planned to mess you up, which is why I kept track of all your abilities being used. Because if you used them before getting to him, it was really going to mess you up badly. Oh, that's going to be even worse for you. Okay, so if you do get up, he's going to be slowed too for quite a while.
yep.
I can still do something with one action.
Yeah, that's
You
all
can.
you get, unfortunately.
Well,
Okay.
But, yeah, but now Balath's up, having
Balath-
delayed his action momentarily.
Balath is now up. Having seen the wondrous effect of Luna strike herself with a lightning bolt. And you didn't even know she could do lightning bolt.
That guy didn't know she had the lightning in her.
Well, that's hilarious. Turns out you have the lightning in you all along. Sorry, I just need to.
Seems like I learned.
What is what is the disposition of the players and the enemy like with regards to range to each other?
Okay, so we have the enemy spellcaster with a canine companion of yours next to him, and Cordar in front of him, between you and him.
Mm-hmm.
And besides that,
He's at least 5 to 10 feet away for everyone else.
yeah, Luna's on the other side of you from him. And so it could have actually have been you, Luna, and Corda could have been hit by a lightning bolt, but luckily it only affected the caster.
Very glad to hear that. Okay, old mate needs to... Just give me 2 seconds while I read through this again.
Wordsman. You
You see Belath get really visibly quite angry. Flames start emanating from his staff. And he's looking tad fiery. It's not really his usual thing.
He casts Fireball?
No. A flaming sphere appears on the square that old mate is in.
Yep.
It occupies his 5-foot square. Basic reflex save from him.
I don't think he did it well. That would be a 18.
Is a basic reflex save just versus my DC?
Yeah, your DC.
Yeah.
The DC is 19.
Then he failed.
Let me just get my dice roll. This is something you haven't seen Ramen do. Belath do. He takes 13 fire damage.
If Flamen had did it, we'd all be worried.
Yeah.
Cracked open the world.
So yes, you hit him with fire, making him burn. Is that all your actions?
I saw that before.
It's a 2-action spell.
Plyman is going to... Yeah, Plyman is going to move somewhere that is inconspicuous and potentially safer. If that exists. And not produce a chain lightning opportunity.
So what you're saying is somewhere away from Luna?
Yes.
Who's obviously got a lightning rod attached to it at its next time.
Yeah.
And your main camera is frozen there, Martin.
It has? Okay, let's see if I can fix said camera. Where is my mouse? Here is my mouse.
Oh, that fixed it.
Yep, not frozen anymore.
It's the all having to make it appear and disappear. All those fun things. So that's the first time it's frozen with the new cameras. So
I figured that was the first time. So.
it's interesting to know how that works. Okay. So yes, you set him alight. That brings us to quarter.
Oh.
Flaming sphere affects the people next to it.
Fear effect?
No, the flaming sphere.
No, it doesn't.
No, it's only the 5-foot square that it affects.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Some of them used to burn things next to it. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I checked that one.
go, Jeremy.
However, even though I'm not feeling the heat directly from that ball right now, Corda will take a step back
Yep.
and then lunge forward to attack him.
Okay, you still got the sicking condition until you
Yep.
spend a round away from him.
Yep.
Because you started your turn next to him, or you entered his square, one of his threatening squares, it was an automatic effect.
All good. No, that's fine. AC 20.
AC 20. Okay, as a reaction, he brings up a shield.
Okay. As in a physical shield or a shield spell?
Shield spell.
Okay.
Making sure I get that right.
No, that's fine. I'm not unhappy with that because it means to take.
Oh no, actually he can't. He has to do it as an action on his turn. But that fifth edition has it as a reaction.
That's right. 5th edition has a reaction.
Pathfinder has it as an action, so we can't have done that.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't. You hit him.
Okay. I will aim for damage in there. Yeah, but not much. 6 points of magical slashing and 1 point extra of fire. And then I'll take another one. AC 18.
AC 18 is a miss.
Okay.
Okay, so
That's 17, sorry, cover up the second. So it's still a miss, but presumably not critical.
now it is our canine friends go. Barak.
Okay.
Do you ask your as an action your owl to come in and also be adjacent, so when you actually do strike, you get to use your owl's ability?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if that is allowed.
As long as you have asked it to do that before you attack, I don't mind.
It seems like something that's
So it would.
Playable.
Okay. It could be a psychic ability. Okay. No worries. I will do that.
And until we find out otherwise, I'm happy to make it psychic for the moment.
All right. So I got a 27.
You got a 27. That was not a critical hit, but it was a hit.
And that's 12 damage. And 3 damage from that owl.
bleed. 3 bleed.
Yeah.
It's 3 bleed, not 3 damage.
3 damage. I don't know what the difference is.
Bleed is he takes that damage at the start of his turn every turn. Damage is applied once, and that's it.
Persistent bleed damage, and the target is dazzled until it removes the bleed damage.
Cool.
Which is actually very handy to have done. That's probably far more effective than most spells.
So it's kind of particularly
I'd say
also
because
against the spellcaster.
if it's a spellcaster trying to cast spells at us, then that's a good thing.
Well, dazzled means he can't target well. He has a chance of missing. Okay, so he has to make a DC 5 check. He has a 20% chance of missing anything.
Nice.
Okay, now it is his go. He is going to cast a spell.
Oh, how about David's go?
David did go.
How about
Oh,
David's go?
okay.
Didn't David go?
He's in a flaming queue at the moment.
Yeah, David did the flaming sphere.
I didn't want to set the world on fire. I just wanted to start a flame in your heart. But the world will do for now.
I started a flaming dogman's heart.
Okay, he takes a 5-foot step out of the flame, and he throws a spell at... Well, he's going to throw it at Cordar because he stepped back. He can't see the others that well. He got enough to target Cordar. And Cordar gets to make a fortitude saving throw.
So did you say he stepped back away from me?
Yes, he took a 5-foot step.
Yep.
So not a provoking step, just a...
Yep, happy with that. It was a step, not a stride.
Yep.
What was it? What was the save you wanted?
Fortitude, one of your better saves.
Fortitude of 16.
Of 16. Okay, so you managed to fail the check. You'll become enfeebled 2.
Enfeebled 2 and sickened 1. Okay?
You're no longer sickened at the start of your turn.
Oh, okay. But I am enfeebled.
You are enfeebled.
Look at the effects of that. And
So you take a penalty equal to the value on your strength and DCs, strength rolls and DCs, such as melee attacks and damage. And your damage rolls of 2
Yep.
and athletics checks. So it actually is quite nasty to you.
indeed, yeah, no, that's understandable. And it was 2, wasn't it? So
It was
minus
enfeebled
2,
2, yes.
Yep, happy with that.
And that was his action. Now, because he stepped back in the corridor, it's now Nexar's stands up, and does Nexar charge in? If Nexar does, Nexar's going to have to stand in the flaming sphere.
Is it
Nexar could delay.
Nexar delays. It is now Luna's go.
because my initiative goes after the thing there.
Yeah.
Nexar's changed to when she got healed. She went to before the person who healed her. So when you're woken up from unconsciousness, your initiative is supposed to change.
But yeah, okay, but that's fine. She's not doing anything right now. So
Luna needs to make a dying saving throw.
Yeah, I must do a dying saving throw.
Yes, you do.
I don't have any dying enhancing effect.
So you have a DC. You have a flat check against DC 12.
Yeah. I am like, okay, let me roll. 16!
You got 16?
Not die anymore. Thank God.
16,
Okay.
so you're dying one still.
So you're dying 1, yes. It wasn't a crit success, so you didn't remove the condition, but you're still dying. Okay.
Oh, yeah, alright.
Then it is Balath's.
Bellath will move the sphere
Yep.
to old mate's space.
He has to make a saving throw.
He does in fact, DC 19.
Okay, he gets a 27. Not a critical success.
Cool.
So I believe that is
Can
half
somebody roll
damage.
3d6 for me, please? My hands are soaking wet.
What do
I got
we do
it.
it?
I got it.
Okay, you got it.
3d6, total of 10.
Cool. Old mate takes 5 damage. Bellath will look to the party who is probably in need of, I suppose. Yeah, we better get them right.
She's dying, so she might be able to
to
do
action.
right now.
No, who needs the most heals? Who's the most useful if I heal them?
That's difficult, yeah.
Luna will benefit from healing and be able to heal other people. So
Not so much.
Alright,
that's a box within a box.
can somebody roll a D8 for
No,
me, please?
don't heal me, man. I am slowed too.
That's right, she'll go for you if you want to look
Yeah,
at
but you're also dying, yeah.
Roll the D8 for yourself there, Victor.
I've already killed one party member.
I roll a 3.
Total of 11
Cool. Yep, 11 points of health back for Luna.
That's perfectly on 11 points. And then Nexa goes charging past.
Like, also I was going to say that, yeah, we said that could delay last time. I'm happy.
That's why she was delayed.
I'm happy for, like as a player, if Nexa effectively was covering any of the rear pack, the other corridors and things like that.
Well, I thought I'd let you give her a attack roll.
Yeah. I'm also happy that yes, you would charge into it in reality, but
We know her well.
yeah. Do you want me to roll for Nexa?
Yes, please.
15 on the die, which will then
Plus,
get sickened immediately, doesn't she?
she does get sickened immediately.
So that gives her a total of 24.
And she hits, so roll 2d12.
In fact, 2d12. 6 and 9 is 15, plus 4 is 19 points of actual slashing damage.
Okay, and Mr. Blackrobes goes into multiple pieces and cooks quite nicely.
Onion, Nexa.
And next time manages to hold herself before she runs into the flaming wall.
And you find yourself out of initiative. Not out of trouble, but out of initiative.
Nexa is already up at the spot where the lightning caster came out of.
Yep.
So Orla's going to return to the area where Dogman came down to watch whether or not if there's anyone else coming behind him. And again, suggesting, hey, well, we might want to pack up quickly, we might want to keep moving, we'll also have a quick look around. But if we hang around here, obviously it's not safe to actually stay put for long periods of time.
What do people want to do?
I mean, for the 10 minutes it would take me to get the focus spell, it sounds like it's an endless cycle of monsters wandering into our part of
Excellent. It's not like we're in a safe place right now. Unless, like I said, we might have fun, but at least one of only got one any sort of way. So what did Nectar see down the corridor that lightning boot came out of?
Just a room. What appears to be a room with no other exits.
Okay. And I'm not seeing anything down the corridor that I would like where Dogman came down.
You see, goes into a split passageways.
Okay. Can I suggest that someone search the bodies while Nectar and I are monitoring the corridors?
While you guys are searching, Belaf is going to start battle medicing everyone.
Okay. So, would you like to give me a battle medicine roll for Cordar?
Cordar doesn't need it because he's on full health.
Cordar's a dick.
Hey, he's only on full health because of those two group healings.
It's okay.
You're welcome.
I believe that your Luna can't cast a spell for quite a while.
I suppose that would be something that, yes, if Luna's actually slowed down for significant time, like in combat terms, if we expect it'll be, if we expect it to be back up again
1 minute.
in a couple of minutes or so, we'll certainly stop for that long.
Luna gets a 17 on the heal check. So 19.
Roll 2d8 for her.
Well, if Belaf have 2 minutes to battle medicine, is that it?
Yeah.
He's doing battle medicine.
Oh, battle medicine, okay.
But we are going to stop for a minute or two to get you back again.
Yeah, if you want to stop for 10 minutes, I would.
Not 10 minutes.
Just street wound someone else.
Yeah, but no, you're slow. You can only do one action for the first minute or two.
13 health for Luna.
Oh, that's most of it? So that doesn't have a lot of health.
Okay.
19 again for the next one.
That does it for the next person. So who are you doing for the second one?
I don't know.
Well, you can't do Nectar, so you're looking at either Sparky, yourself, or...
I'll say yourself.
Barak.
Okay.
How much do you
Sorry,
heal?
I'm desperately trying to eat some food at the moment. 12 for me.
I am so hungry, man. Don't start talking about
Dude, I haven't
food
eaten
like
all
that.
day and it's friggin' so late.
At least you are having a beer, man. I can't drink this morning.
Okay, and
First off, it's early. Second, I have to
Shush.
work.
you do Sparky.
Sparky gets 25.
Which is a critical.
So that's 2d8 doubled.
You need to pass a 15 check, right? To do each person.
Yeah.
Yep.
I should try to aid. I can aid.
Don't worry about it. 26.
But right now you're still slowed.
Yeah, but I can aid.
So by the time you move over to him, you still get your... I don't know if you get your reactions while you're slowed. So 26 on Mark.
Oh yeah, I can have reactions. You are right. What a nasty critical fumble, man. Damn it.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Is there anybody else left to do?
Let's see. So Barak, I believe...
Barak has got some damage.
A little bit, but not. Well, it's up to you.
23.
Potentially it's worth saving the battle medicine capability for Barak.
Alright, yeah, fair enough. If Barak's not that hurt, don't worry about it.
Because I've got extra talents,
Yeah.
hardiness and stuff.
Yeah, we'll heal you when you die. Maybe.
That sounds like sexual things.
Okay,
No, it
so...
doesn't.
I
Alright,
have
let's
extra
get moving.
hardness
Okay, so
talents.
Actually, well, technically that only took like half a minute or so, didn't it?
Yeah, that took 2 rounds.
Yeah.
I'll wander off and in order to shapeshift back again.
You don't shapeshift in front of people back to human form?
Well, I've been told that it is a no.
Well, but remember, the only direction that we've seen that we know what's ahead of us or behind us was the area with the skulls that had the
trap
acid
corridor
splashing type stuff. So
Well,
maybe you could hide behind the table.
run ahead.
You could hide behind a table, I would suspect, might be a better one. But
I mean, I can run ahead at 40 feet around. It's twice my normal speed, so yeah.
if you want to do some scouting while we're waiting, it's up to you.
The other thing is, you'd still have most of your animal form left, having barely used 3 rounds of it. 4 rounds now.
Well, I'll send my young owl ahead
because
it has the stealth skill.
Does it have dark vision?
Low light vision.
Okay.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Low light vision means as long as you've got light, you can see.
So, but if there's no light in well, there might be some glowing fungi or something around. There's been in Derro places before, but
I have a question.
Yes.
If you can't speak because you are transformed, can you command your animal?
That's up for debate.
We'll say yes for the time being, and we'll look up the details later.
we're assuming a telepathic link at the present time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find out whether that's valid or not later. So is there actually enough light for the owl to see by?
Just confirming the conditions. No, not all the areas are lit.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
So the areas you're moving into do not have the lichen in it.
Right. Can it follow the fields with lichen?
It could, but that leads you back out.
Oh, okay.
So the 3 potential passageways that we've got to go forward, none of them are lit. Fair enough.
Well, you've come right into the place, so they don't always have stuff here.
Okay, well, if we're still waiting for Luna to start moving more freely again, so Cordar will take an opportunity to attempt some battle medicine on Nexa.
Yep.
And I think she fails, but not critically. Yep, only it's a total of 13. So.
Yeah.
And she's supposed to get access to who he has. Cordar will take a look around this room that we're in, and the bodies that we've been coming across.
Okay, so
a fart.
I'll give you a investigation on the room or on one of the bodies. You get to choose.
Okay. Pathfinder 2, we're talking perception.
Investigation. Perception, yes.
Yeah.
Investigation's D&D.
Yeah, that's right.
They split into 2 there.
So Cordar will go for the rat boy, the rat guy, since he was closest to him at the time. Investigate perception of 21.
21. Okay. Dog Boy has particularly nice looking clothes. Even though rather disgusting looking body.
Right. Any equipment on him? You said he was carrying a weapon or something, a scimitar or something?
Scimitar.
It's still in good condition, is it?
It's still in good condition.
Yep. Oh well. Cordar will take the scimitar then. But yeah, Nothing else that's going through? Was he armoured? Just had good clothes.
The armor's the good clothing.
Yeah.
Definitely looks like it would fit someone about half their width better.
Yeah. But yeah, nothing in his pockets or anything?
No pockets, unfortunately.
And no jewellery?
Has a couple of armoured gauntlets hanging around their waist.
Yeah, caught art collector. Hey. Interesting thing to put on your waist rather than your hand.
So I'm not sure how well you can see, but you can. That's roughly what they're supposed to look like. And around the waist are a whole bunch of gauntlets that are about half the width of its fists.
Okay. Are the gauntlets still full?
Yep.
Like we're talking the top arms off and these.
No, to be honest, the gauntlets would not be full, but quite possibly if you'd like them to be.
That's fine.
Be quite handy in the future, I'm sure.
I'm sure it would be, yeah, very handy. Yeah, and what about the lightning guy?
Okay,
Look at him.
Mr. Lightning Guy.
19.
Okay, he has a rather intriguing robe with multiple runes etched in it, as well as a bone wand, a couple of vials of liquid, a nice looking dwarven clan dagger, and a silver ring.
Cordar will suggest that, hey, Bella, you guys might be, or Sparky, sorry, Luna, you guys might be interested in some of the equipment. Sparky, they said, one of them dwarven rings you like. So,
What?
Okay, just noting down what they are.
I'd like the clan dagger, but I don't know if it's for my clan.
well, I suspect that it was Lightning Guy actually like another Derro.
He was another Derro.
Right, yeah. So, which is why he had a clan dagger, but if he's one of your clans, then I'm worried about you. But then, speaking of Derros, what about the Derro that was in the room originally? Has he got anything on him?
You exactly just writing down what we had on the other one. So we had bone wand robe with runes.
It just occurred to me that without Mark here, did you want me to actually keep a party treasure?
Someone will need to.
Yep, I will keep a party treasure. Robe with runes. Bone wand, robe with runes, a ring,
3 potions.
3 potions. A total of 4 different items, is that right?
And there was also the clan dagger.
Oh, you clan dagger, yeah.
Question: Assurance doesn't only works for recall knowledge, right? It doesn't work with identifying shit.
Sorry, what was that you were asking there, Victor? I was thinking about something else at the time in writing.
Do Assurance help in any way with identifying items?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the actual rules on that. I'm currently giving identifying items is not supposed to be a quick act.
Yeah. So it's something that we can do when we get back away from here. So
I can look the rules up now if you'd like me to.
No, not at the moment.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so you're looking at the alchemist's, what he's got.
yeah, the original Derro in the room. Yep.
He has 4 potions. Sorry, just trying to make notes without it all getting caught up. Because my computer is deciding it wants to help me do things when I'm not actually doing it that way. So it was trying to attach the equipment to the wrong person. Okay, so he has 4 potions on him, 2 bags, belt pouches.
Do they have obvious content or just?
You will have to try to figure out what they are.
Like, are we talking like they're full of apparently dust or something like that? Is it, or some sort of sand
full of some
or
sort of gooiness.
gooiness? Okay.
4 different types of another potion. So you got 4 of one type, 4 of another.
Oh, okay. Yep. So.
And 2 potions of a third. A single of a fourth. Three of a fifth. Well, he was a alchemist after all.
You did have some stuff, yes.
One of a sixth. And 3 scrolls.
And what about the other big creatures? Did you have anything on him?
I will just check. He did not have anything on him.
Okay. And I'm guessing this probably covered in all the potions the alchemist had, but anything else around the room that we find?
A nicely made bag.
Any contents?
None that you can see.
Okay. Can still be held on to.
It's okay, they all have to be translated. So while you're quickly noting things down, I'm going to duck to the bathroom while you figure out what you want to do.
Okay.
And which way you want to go.
Do people have preferences?
We want to go up.
Up as in
Where we all come from up.
Yeah, no, just talking shit actually.
Okay, right. So, because technically we've got 3 possible directions that are going forward, assuming we're not trying to get out away from escape from here yet.
Yeah.
We've got the passage that was apparently like a secret passage or something that the spellcasting Derro came out of to the north. There's a unworked passage that Dog Boy came down to the west, to the east, and there's a short passage leading to a door to the south that has apparently been quiet the whole time we've been here.
Well, the other thing we need to balance out is, do we need to escape to re-equip and rearm?
Well, the problem with escaping is we've only found 2 legs of the grandson so far. And if we leave without him, then riots and death and destruction will probably occur while we are trying to rest up. So I would suggest that we're probably at least in good enough condition to at least try and go further forward at this stage. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's only us dying. It'll be fine.
I'm sure you can only die once.
Yeah, so we are running out of spells.
Yes. And if that wasn't the big bad, I think you're in trouble.
Yeah, no, we're currently discussing what we should do. I'm just making the party aware. We are running out of spells.
It's alright. Cordar's sword arm is feeling strong again. Does that enfeeblement wear off, hopefully?
The enfeeblement would have worn off after you knocked the guy out, I believe.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So Cordar's feeling strong. Nexar's feeling strong, if somewhat battered.
Well, no, it lasted for a full minute, so it took a full minute for it to wear off.
Okay. So how long did the slow spell last for?
About the same amount of time.
Okay. So we're waiting for a minute at least before we're actually heading off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, while we're hanging around there, the Cordar will take a listen at the door to the south.
So amusingly, the thing that did trigger really was the wild magic aspect of...
About as bad as you possibly could have got.
And it was basically a triggers to effect. So what I did was I rolled the dice once and then took the numbers both ways.
Yep.
So I rolled 25 and 52 off the same dice.
Mm-hmm.
And it just happened to be an interesting combination. I could have rolled 2 lightning bolts if I had have rolled twice.
That would have been painful. Actually, no, it wouldn't hurt at all. He would have been dead.
Okay, so yes.
I'll listen at the door to the south.
Listening to the door at the south.
20 on perception.
You can hear nothing at all from the other side. But it smells terrible.
Okay. I'm sure Sparky is confident there's no traps, so therefore Cordar will open the door.
Yes, Sparky is confident that there are no traps. From across the room.
That's nice. So Cordar will open the door.
Okay. The door doesn't open.
Can I give it a bit of a shoulder push? Should it push going away from me, is it? As opposed to pulling towards me? The hinges are not visible on my side?
Hinges are not visible on your side.
Okay, I'll give it a bit of a shoulder push just to see if I can get through if it's a bit stuck.
Give me a strength athletics check.
As I said, I wasn't trying very hard. It's a bit of a stud. Athletics of 13.
13.
With my plus 9.
Okay, so you critically fail to push the door open. And how does Cordar critically fail opening a door?
Well, the immediate option would of course be taking damage, but considering I could take the next slight nudge to see if I can actually push it. That would seem unlikely.
Slipping headbutt.
Okay,
slip and fall through the door.
No, happy. Obviously, that goop that had fallen out of the cauldron was overturned before. Obviously, Corner managed to slip as he went for the nuts.
Too much grease.
Yep.
Okay, so you sprawl rather awkwardly, managing to do the splits for the first time in probably 20 odd years.
No. Cordar's a nimble elf. Or
Balaf.
half elf.
Balaf laughs his ass off at full volume.
Okay, percentile roll for that one.
Yes, well attracted, Bella.
Don't care. It was worth it. I like that the player, me, also messes with my character. It's not just Martin making my life hell. Or making Balaf's life hell.
Well, hey, Balaf's just so good at it.
Oh,
I don't even need to do anything. I just need to poke.
look. If making Jeremy's character's lives hell was a job, I would try a full-time career and beg for overtime.
Okay, so you can hear sound of feet running towards you, so you don't get a chance to actually rest up.
As that happens, Balaf says, fuck off!
So I get to give everyone a perception roll, though I will give it to Cordar with... no, I won't give you disadvantage. You're on the ground, that's disadvantage enough.
Yep, happy with that. I was quite happy to say that, hey, I'll take a -10 on my roll rather than disadvantage, but I will go on the ground either way.
I mean, the good news is that you might actually block the door opening with your head.
27.
27
I
for
suspect
Barrack.
I suspect the footfalls are not coming from beyond the other side of the door. I suspect they're coming from elsewhere. Which means the corner is out of the way. He's on the floor.
And where is this as far as my transformation goes?
This is after you've turned back.
Okay.
Because we had waited a couple minutes.
Yep.
So.
Very fittingly, I rolled a 1.
So you're so busy laughing, you've decided to skip the first round. So what is your perception downgraded?
You know what? That would make a lot of sense. An enemy appears and he's still laughing his ass off at Cordar, pointing to him and laughing. As Cordar's trying to get the better of the situation and hide, Balaf is pointing at him and laughing.
So what's your perception roll total?
Yeah, no, I'm actually trying to stall while I'm You really fucked that up, Jeremy. Thank you for that. This character sheet's really confusing.
Well, why you're looking?
8 downgraded.
8 downgraded. What was Nexa? Oh, so Lunar's. I'll roll Nexa's. There we go.
Perception? Is that it?
Yeah.
Well, perception actually is 17 plus 8. Got my brain farted.
17 plus 8
Oh,
is 25.
Yeah, unless it's initiative, then it's higher, but it's not.
It is an initiative.
Oh, it's initiative. Then it's 27 total. I have the initiative thing.
Okay, and what was Cordar's?
Order was a 20, unless we want to give it the -10 or something to it. But
20
I'm
was
happy
at
either
this
way.
stage.
He's on the ground, and as I say, I suspect he's probably about as far away from the running footprints as can be at the moment, compared to the rest of the party, assuming they're not on the other side of the door.
Just putting in the other initiatives. Okay, so that means Barak is up first with the feet coming from the sounds of the passageway where the dog man came from.
Can I just say, imagine you're these guys. All of a sudden you hear a what thump, and then just somebody laughing their ass off. It'd be a bit concerning.
Well, either that or they're planning to see what's so funny. Assuming one of their co-workers.
So what would Barak like to do? You are up first.
Alright, so where's the noise coming from?
Coming from a passageway to the east where you haven't explored yet.
That's where the dog man came down.
Alright, so I want to go over to there
Yep.
and see how far I can get.
Do you have dark vision?
I have low light vision.
Are you carrying a light?
I can cast dancing lights.
Yep. So we'll take out. So technically, the light source had mainly been Cordar's flaming sword up to this point.
Okay, alright.
And I don't think his flaming sword's in a position to be lighting the way at all at this present time.
It is not.
Alright.
You bring dancing lights up?
Yeah, so I'll cast that with 2 actions and then move ahead 40 feet and see what I can see.
Okay. Well, the corridor does turn. So, casting it from where you can see, you get yourself into some low light situations as you get to the edge of your light radius. As you can see what appear to be 4 more of the dark dwarves coming your way.
Okay.
Then it is Luna's go, I believe.
Yeah, what can Luna see? Can I try perception
Luna can see,
check, like-
okay, perception check. You try to notice something in the room you're in.
Yeah, let me spend some time. Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20.
Better than natural 1 that I have
you-
on the...
You can see Balath pointing at Cordar, who looks quite embarrassed on his butt on the ground. You can see that someone has created 4 dancing lights in the room in whichever colour is most pleasing to the dwarf. Or the...
Well, one of them might be down the passageway just around here.
One's probably down there, yeah, and you can see that Barak has moved out of sight down the passageway.
Yeah, Luna will try to follow up. Like,
I don't know, Victor. So what you're saying is that we sit in the room for a total of 5 minutes and you don't look around at all. When combat starts, you start looking around the room.
Squirrel!
Okay, what Luna will keep doing is she will keep like looking for something, like any noises or anything, like being alert.
Okay, so...
You heard things coming down from a passageway that Eric apparently went down.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for Barak to have called out Derro.
Alright, cool.
You're a Derro.
So you have 2 actions left after spending some time observing the fact that you did hear the word Derro coming from the hallway.
And should I go down, man?
That's completely up to
You
you.
guys fit?
If you want to wait for their responses, you can do so and end your turn there.
Yeah, I will prepare. I will use my 2 last action to prepare, like prepare using a shield spell. That's 1 action. Okay.
You want to prepare using a shield spell?
Yeah. Like.
So you want to ready a shield spell?
The trick is like if I see an enemy coming anywhere, I will cast you.
Okay. So if you see an enemy coming toward, see an enemy anywhere, you will cast shield.
Yeah.
Do you consider Balath an enemy?
Well, to be fair, Bella did just attract Derro to our location.
And the next question is, what does Luna think of Balath's two Raven familiars?
I surely don't consider them as enemies, you know. We are working together to achieve something here, so...
Yeah, I need to ask that one because that means you must be wholly on board with their collection purposes.
Or ignorant. It might be willfully ignorant.
Okay, so yes. So that's your trigger is you see an enemy. Then it is Cordar's go.
Okay.
You are prone. Your butt hurts.
Yeah, Cordar will take an action to stand up.
Yep.
And then move. It's got up to 35, I think. 30 foot, yep. So yeah, it's going to move. That's 25 because he's got the heavy armor on. So yeah, he'll start moving towards the passageway where the footsteps were coming. 25 moves. I'm assuming you probably still can't see much. Whether he's even there, I don't know. Size of room. And
it's all corridors. You're basically fighting in corridors that are twisting and turning.
Okay.
No wider than 5 feet across.
Yeah. Okay. He will keep moving. Do another move action, going down that corridor. I don't know if that will be enough to actually catch him up to Barak.
2 moves will catch you up to Barak.
Okay. I'll stay behind Barak at the present time on the idea that I can lunge over the top of him. I don't need to.
Okay, so just to help, I have the sound switched over to the nice soundscape. So because my sound stops sharing, you'll get the nice cackling laughter in the background.
Oh, goody. So Bella is still going, is it?
And then we have one of the people in front of you tries to do a ranged attack at Barak using his Acklay. Apparently not so good because he only hit armor class 12.
And how far away was he from Barak?
About 10 feet.
Okay.
Then steps up and tries again, swinging it with a melee attack. And did slightly better and got a 12. So, not so good as well. Okay.
Not critical.
Not a critical. Then the one behind him does a ranged attack with his Acklay, hitting armor class 22.
That's a hit.
Here are my d6s. And minimum damage for you of 3 bludgeoning damage as he hits you with his Acklay.
Okay.
Nice one.
Don't encourage him.
I'm happy with minimum damage.
Then as an action he trips you.
Yeah, I'm happy to encourage him to do 3 damage every round, but
Alright.
that's about it.
Okay, so let's see if he actually manages to trip you doing enough. Okay, so apparently you trip him as he tries to trip you. And his weapon goes.
360, come back up.
Possibly he actually clips the Derro in front of him. He can actually get it.
It's trip on the person you hit.
Yeah.
So for critical failure, he has managed to trip himself. And next person up is the guy at the back. Okay, so yep, he's going to do a 3. He's going to do a spell cast on Cordar, the person with the
360 no scope.
Fortitude save for Porter.
Fortitude. 24.
24.
Yep.
Okay, so that is just a success. You're blinded.
Blinded. That's
Yep.
annoying.
You're almost. You could have been permanently blinded from that one.
That would be more annoying.
Okay. So after that, it is Nexa, who is protecting the rear at this stage, and the last of the Derro has his crossbow ready and shoots at Barak, hitting armor class 29.
Sounds like a hit.
That's not a critical hit.
No.
Your armor class is not 19.
No.
You got 20 plus? Yep.
I've got... Well, how does the shield work?
You've got to use an action, like this is a normal shield, is it?
Yeah?
Yeah, okay, so you've got to use an action to raise it, so you get the effect.
Yeah.
Which I don't think you did just round, did you?
No.
Okay, I didn't.
So your AC, you don't get the +2 for the shield.
Okay.
So what does that make your
Alright.
AC?
19.
And it was a critical hit, but not a card critical, which is always good. So he hits you for 14 damage. And you get to make a saving throw. I believe it's a fortitude saving throw. I'm just trying to find where the poison it's using is. It's always handy when they don't have the reference there. Okay, so could you give me a poison check, please? Fortitude, I believe.
Okay. I'm good at this.
You should be.
Strong-blooded dwarf. Poison resistance of 2. Each successful saving throw against affliction by poison reduces its stage by 2, or by 1 for a virulent poison.
Hopefully you're not going to get poisoned in the first place.
Each critical success against an ongoing poison reduces its stage by 3, or by 2 for a virulent poison.
There we go.
Okay, so can you decipher that for me, please?
Well, first of all, roll your
Fortitude
saving throw
saving
to see whether you get poisoned at all.
Alright. Plus con. Uh, 24.
24. You are unaffected by their poison.
Okay, cool.
And he reloads and fires again. And unfortunately, that was very close to a critical, if only you had your shield, as he hits armor class 10.
Right.
Okay. So that is those guys, and now it's Balath is having his lost turn now as he's laughing so hard at what happened. We're going around to Barak's turn.
Fantastic.
But you are now no longer missing your turn. Alright.
Okay. So, how many guys are there?
There are 4 guys in front of you, or girls, hard to tell.
Okay. Right. So I'll back out of this area.
I think we're in a 5-foot passageway.
You are.
Cordar right behind you at the moment.
So you,
Okay,
you
all
can
right,
go
I'll keep
through
going.
Cordar if you wish to, but you would then leave Cordar to these people.
All right, I'll advance
Well,
20 feet.
You can move forward. Actually, you can't. There's a guy in melee in front of you. Unless you can move through threatening spaces.
well, the one in front of him was still 10 feet away, wasn't it?
No, it used their weapon in melee. It threw and then moved up.
Oh, that's right. There you go.
All right, so I'll raise my shield.
Okay, you got your shield raised and you've got 2 actions left.
What does Burning Hands do for me?
That'll be pretty effective in this situation.
Burning Hands would be fantastic, except you'd already spent your Burning Hands for today.
What about the level 2 Burning Hands?
You don't have a level 2 Burning Hands, you only have a spare animal form.
Okay.
That's where I was asking at the start of the session what everyone's spells were, because it stops the situation of spells not working properly.
Right. Okay. All right. So I'll call down my owl.
Yep.
Do I have to strike one of these guys?
Yes, you have to strike the guy for the owl to attack.
Okay, and it just says your strikes that your bird threatens also deal 1d4 persistent bleed damage.
Yeah.
Does that mean I have to actually hit, or
You
You have
just
to attack it, yeah?
You have to hit, so it's that your strikes hit. The key word there is hit the target.
okay?
If the strikes is with a capital S, indicating that particular action you do.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'll do that for now.
Roll your attack.
19.
19 is a hit.
Yeah. Just checking. Yeah, +8, so it's 27. Yes. And with my clan dagger.
Yep.
Sorry, 1d4 +2. 5 damage plus another 4 damage through persistent bleeding.
And it is dazed.
Yes.
Okay, so that is your second action. You have a third action. And your shield is still raised.
I think having my shield raised would be good.
Oh, it's already raised.
You've already got raised. You've already used an action to raise the shield, so.
Right.
Well, then I guess probably it was an action to. Oh no, he decided the bird would tend to attack automatically if it was in a position to do so, didn't he?
Oh no, he did call it in. So yes, he's done all these 3 actions.
Yeah.
So he called it in this round. That's how come I got the attack. Then it is Luna's go. What does Luna do?
Well,
Your reaction was not triggered this round, and your spell is considered to have been cast. But luckily, it's only a cantrip, so you can continue casting it. It fizzled. So a reaction that you don't use.
What I can do is I can continue doing that because it's only one action, right?
No, you have to, if you want to ready it again, readying is 2 actions. The shield is a single action spell. And you can spend 1 action to ready it and 1 action for the spell, and that means you're technically continually casting the spell but never actually setting it off.
I will just keep continuing casting and following the guys because if I see something.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
can't see them at this stage. You've what's your movement? 20, 25 feet.
Yeah, my movement is the default 25.
Okay, so the opponents are out of your field of view because it is a winding corridor. Okay, so
Okay.
next person up is Corda.
Okay. Cordar's making certain that Barak particularly, because he knows the Barak was in front of him.
Yep, you can see
that, hey,
you see Barak in front of you. You see a bleeding Derro there, and behind the bleeding Derro is Barak's owl that flew over the top.
no, but the important part of that was I don't see anything. I'm ensuring that Barak is aware that something in the world gone dark.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that. Good thing you remembered.
So I've got dark vision.
No, that's right. But Barak, Cordar's saying that who turned out the lights, even though he's carrying the flaming sword. The sword's still flaming from your perspective. Cordar will actually attempt a blind lunge over the top of Barak.
Yep.
And at the Derro was there, and succeeds on the flat 10. The flat 10, rolled 11.
Actually, for blinded, you critically failed with information.
Yeah, everything counts as hidden, which means it's a DC 11 for flat check to hit them.
All good.
Unlike the tackle, which is DC 5.
All good, I just checked. So yes, you do hit.
I was looking at it while thinking, oh, man, what can I do now?
You can still hit, so you do well.
Excellent, I can still attempt to hit at this point. And a roll of 18 should do it, so that's AC 30.
AC of 30 is a critical hit.
Okay, so I might be blind, but I can still hit the right spot. Oh, particularly when I roll almost maximum damage. 12 points of magical slashing and 8 points of persistent burn.
That is quite a good stroke of hitting.
Yeah. So now Barak is thinking, what do you mean you can't see anything?
And you didn't hear the person go down, so you want to attack another time? Well, they're easy to hit, apparently.
Yeah. He certainly found the spot anyway. Yeah, okay, he'll go for another stab. Actually, no. He'll go for raise his shield and then basically encourage him. He's not going to start the withdrawal, but say, hey, come back out of the corridor. Because he wants some space for people like Nexar to be able to swing her axe, his axe.
Okay.
So it's basically effectively delay, well, not delay, but yeah, so he won't use his third action. And he's just ready to withdraw along with Barak, having no idea that Luna's clogging up the passageway behind him.
Okay, so the one in front of you takes their 4 points of bleed, and then tries to attack the owl.
He also takes his 8 points of persistent burn.
Was it persistent burn as well?
Yeah, because it was a critical from the.
In which case, he burnt up. He did.
The critical effect of the flaming sword is a D10 persistent instead of just D6. So.
Okay.
Oh, and in fact, I forgot to double that damage.
So he died from your blow.
He died from the blow, yeah.
The one behind gets up from prone and rushes up and tries to slash. Missing the bird on the way through, hitting armor class 18. I'm assuming 18 will miss your bird.
That's right.
And then tries to hit Barak and misses Barak. Because I believe a 14 would miss Barak.
That's right.
Nice having the shield. Then the guy behind casts a spell at Corda. Quarter gets to make a
Obviously
will.
got expert blind fighting skill.
He gets to make a will saving throw.
Oh, that's nicer than the port save. Total of 25.
Total of 25. Okay. Yeah, you think he just cast something harmless at you?
Okay.
That's literally the spell description of what happens on a success.
Hey, I didn't see him casting anything, so.
And on the start of your turn, your blindness flips, but you're still blind. But hey, you are dodging his most powerful spells. Okay, next
Or at least
person.
taking the brunt off, taking the heat off the other through spellcasting.
Next, still laughing with Balath. And then okay, so guy behind with the crossbow fires a spell at Barak. Barak is to make a will saving throw.
Guys, be right back. I need to.
Alright. Do I have any modifiers to that? Or?
Your will save bonus.
Because standard will save for you. So.
Okay. Oh, it's crit. 31.
31.
You are upgraded, huh?
You are unaffected. Apparently, you are God. And then he loads his crossbow. Okay. Then it is Balas finally gets to go, hearing the commotion in the passageway off to the side, and finally stops laughing.
Bellas will stop laughing and then have a look down the hallway to see what's going on.
You can sort of see people yelling and calling out, and yeah, and you can't see what's going on, but there's some bright lights in the room.
Oh, shiny.
Literally.
Okay, Bellas is going to make his way towards the opening, the entrance to that hallway, so that he's not obstructing anybody entering or exiting.
Yep. So get you a move over to there.
Does he get a better view of what's going on?
Okay, I'm there.
No, there's a corridor that goes in and then turns to the north before you can actually see what's happening. And all the commotions in the north part of the passageway, not the south part.
Okay. Yep. Bellas will do nothing. He's just going to wait, actually.
Okay. You rest up. And then it is Barak's turn. You have a new opponent.
Alright. So,
Player 2.
is Corda behind me?
He is.
And how does movement work in?
You can move through my square without any problem. You can't stop in my square.
Alright, well I'm happy to move back.
You probably run into Luna, who's apparently behind Corda, I think.
Okay. Luna's a bit round the corner.
She's a bit further away still? Actually,
Yeah.
that's good.
But you can move between Corda and Luna.
Alright, and get around the corner?
Do you want to get around the corner? That would be 2 moves.
He's quicker than most, he's at 40.
And you will have, and if you don't call your bird will remain where it is.
Okay. Well, I'll take 2 actions to get around behind the corner and call the bird.
Okay. So he now flies down to between you guys as well. You're behind Luna now.
Yeah.
Okay, Luna, you're up.
Okay, I'm still slow at run.
No, you're not slow.
Oh, I know.
No.
Okay.
One action will get you around the corner, and then you can see some dark walls in the distance, in the darkness. Well, low light as it is.
What?
In the low light you get from the dancing lights, you can see some Derro in the distance.
Okay. Let me think.
But that is an action to go around the corner.
Okay, I will spend one action to like get closer to try to see something.
Yep.
How many actions is light spells? One action? Or two? Two actions, right?
Looking it up.
Well, if you're moving around the corner to see stuff, then Cordar's sword is probably lighting up the corridor.
Yeah. Never mind light. Let me get full range so I can see what's
So remember
happening.
also, if you're moving around the corner, you've got to go. You're going through Barrack Square after Barrack is backed up.
Barrack's already gone past Luna.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Okay,
So, yeah,
so Barrack is backing up and you're going forward. Is that right?
Yep, that's correct.
Yep.
So, you've got two actions left. You can see small-sized humanoid shapes in the other side of Cordar.
But that is beating them up, right? I can see that.
In the dim light, I believe they have. So in dim, are they considered hidden?
In dim light, they're not concealed. Which would be the most 5, I would think. What have I done with that stuff?
They're concealed.
Yep. Okay, so yes, they're concealed from you at this stage.
These damn things see better than myself, probably.
You
I will
have.
try to hit a divine lance from where I am.
Okay, so you
And
cast
try to hit them.
you cast a divine lance. Now you need to make a concealment check, a flat d20.
Okay. Let it play. I roll at 5, so probably missed.
No, 5 is the DC, so now you can make the attack roll.
Oh, I managed the DC. The DC plus. Okay.
They're not actually from you. It's going to be hard to see. So
16 plus 7.
Who's got a fan on their microphone?
25 total.
25 in total. Who's got a fan on their microphone?
What?
Oh, because
it's
someone's
background noise.
Oh, sorry, it's my fan. Will turn it off.
Okay, so a 29 you said?
Yeah, 29 total.
A 29 is a critical hit.
Yeah!
Nice.
You see how much I do?
Double damage.
9, double 9 is 6, 18 total.
18 total. Okay.
18 good.
Good damage.
That's the most damage I've seen from a violence ever.
Okay, and they're still
I've
standing.
cast a lot of them.
But it's okay, but you didn't see it, so it's okay.
And neither did Cordar, because Cordar's vision just came back. So the guy you're attacking appears to still be there.
Okay, so Cordar can the light turned on again?
Yeah, lights turned back on again.
Oh, okay, so what are you looking at ahead of him now?
The same looking guy standing in the corridor.
But there's probably one dead guy in front of me?
Hard to tell with all the
Okay.
movement and flickering.
Okay. Can I tell how many enemies are still in front of me?
You can sort of see 3 moving shapes. 3 moving shapes at the moment.
Okay, but one is directly in front of me at the moment.
Yes.
One's right on top of me.
What one's 10 feet away?
But okay, so Barrack, and behind me, there's at least 20 odd feet or so before anyone's behind me.
It's about 10 feet behind you for someone. You've got
I'm a bit slow.
you've got Luna 10 feet behind you, and Barrack's about 20 feet behind that. No, 20 feet behind you. So 15 feet is the corner.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. In which case then I will take a step forward and lunge at the one in front of me.
You don't need to take a step. You can lunge from where you are to hit them.
I thought you said it was 10 feet away.
He is 5 feet
The
away.
line,
Is
the line
adjacent.
only gives me an extra 5 feet. So,
Yeah.
oh, you mean there's effectively a 5 foot gap between us right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, I'll take a line straight in then.
So adjacent is normally 5 feet.
Yeah, after that. 17, AC 29.
29 is a critical hit.
Nice.
You're doing well with those crits tonight.
Yep. Blind Beck home defensive.
Just remember the double damage this time.
Yeah, that's not quite as impressive damage, but 9, 18 slashing damage and 6 persistent burn.
We won't worry about the persistent burn as he goes down.
Okay. So how close to the next one?
The next one is about 15 feet. And does not have a melee weapon out, only got a ranged weapon.
Okay. Corner and the one behind him is
20 feet.
okay, so they're both behind each other next to each other? Yep, okay. Corner basically uses a free action saying it's clear, let's advance. We'll spend an action to move forward the 15 feet or whatever that puts me up next to the closest one.
Yep.
And then he'll lunge at the spellcaster behind him.
That is good.
Oh! Dice is on fire after that wireless. AC 30.
AC 30, that
Oh, hell,
is
sorry, no, apologies. Second attack, AC 25.
that is a hit.
Hit. For 10 points of slashing damage and 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Not persistent.
That is a shame. Okay, so now it is he gets to retaliate. So he's going to cast a spell. Do you threaten in your lunged region?
The lunge, it's what I'm trying to work out. In fact, I'm not entirely certain, because the lunge is listed as being a make a strike with a melee weapon, and
So
the attack and opportunity trigger is so they do that, and you can the effect is you can make a melee strike against the creature.
then no, you can't, because if the action says you can make a strike, if the
That's
action
not the same
says
as a strike.
yeah,
Is that right?
it's not the
I'll do
same
that,
as a strike. Okay, so you get to make a will saving throw. Let's see how on fire you are today.
Yeah, that's good. I thought it's time to try a different D20 because that one's gone a bit too well recently. And the new one gave me a 19, so I'm happy with that one too. So it's total 26.
Oh, God.
You are on fire. Okay.
I think it's important to note, any new combat, first action, make Cordar go blind.
So you start laughing and lose your reaction.
Okay?
He cast hideous laughter on you and you succeeded.
So I laugh, but it still has some effect. Or
Yeah, a success is you get your blade with uncontrollable laughter and can't use reactions.
yeah, after that, well, that's a bit annoying if the guy was about to use a ranged attack on me that's in front of me, so I couldn't actually hit none of them, but that's right.
The guy in front of you uses a ranged attack on you.
Yeah.
Because he had the prepared crossbow. And he gets armor class 28.
28 will hit, but not critically.
Dealing 4 piercing damage to you and make you make a fortitude saving throw.
Well, here's that down. Total of 19.
Okay, total of 19. I think that's still enough. Yep, that's enough. You still succeed. You're still on fire.
Or rather, they will be. I'm wielding fire.
No, that's me.
They're a little confused. They reload and fire again.
Okay.
So this time they hit armor class 16.
16 will miss, but not critically.
Yep. Apparently you've got plot armor.
Absolutely are. Box. You come on.
And Balaf is now on the scene to miss all the wondrous of Cordar's actions.
That's not your
Yes, the hero has arrived. Alright, so Belaf hears some douchebag say advance, so he's going to make his way down the corridor.
Yep. So you spend an action to stand in the hallway where you can see Cordar and Luna in front of you, and behind them a guy with a crossbow, and behind them a guy with a hooked staff.
So he's gone past Barrett and Luna, or just Barrett?
He's gone past Barrack, but behind Luna.
Yep.
Sorry, just give me one moment, please.
Perfect line for a lightning bolt.
Yeah, if he had that, that'd be
Well,
alright.
and let's face it, apparently Cordo's computer at the moment, so... Until, of course, you stand in the back line, apparent friend.
So old mate down the way. How far away is he from me? The one with the spellcasty looking guy.
He is. I'd put him at 25 feet.
Fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Can somebody? No, I can do that. That's okay. I'm literally on top of the motor of a truck right now.
So you're hot stuff too?
No, it is not in fact running. Otherwise, we would be having a different conversation. 15 on the dice. 24 to hit spell attack.
Spell attack guy is a hit. That is a success.
Fantastic. Plus. Nine. What are devils? Are they chaotic or lawful?
Devils are lawful.
Yep, 9 lawful damage on the guy.
Okay.
Or evil damage, you pick.
Actually, you pick.
I was going to say you pick, but I don't think I got one of them.
Yeah, I'm going to go with lawful.
Okay, and I believe that's the end of your actions.
That is correct.
We are up to Barrack. Does Barrack need a breather? These crazy laughing dwarves are really irritating you, I'm sure.
But he did hear that when Cordo said to back up, he's now calling the advance again because he's the light to come back on. So.
Alright, well, what can you guys suggest?
I would think that you probably can't
Take damage.
That's right. You probably can't get into actually melee strike potentially because you don't want to get in front of Cordar. But you might be in a position like. Do we know? Can we see beyond the guy at the back as to how far the passageway continues?
It bends behind them.
It bends behind him. Okay, so I don't know how far it goes back.
So,
To really simplify things, if you can do any range damage, do
that's
some
right.
range.
That's right. If you've got range possibility, go for it. If you haven't, I'd probably potentially just move up in a position where you might be able to react, or get yourself next to Bellac, so therefore he can do a battle medicine on you.
and also
Yeah, that'd work.
also potentially give people guidance so that they can have a bonus, but you can only do guidance on a person once per hour.
Alright, well, I'm happy to. I'll cast guidance.
That's a single action, so Cordar's got guidance.
And is there a spell is there a rolling required? Or?
No, it's you can see it's a willing target, it affects. So he has a +1 to 1 roll.
Alright, and I will send my owl in to attack.
But remember, the owl can it do damage by itself? Or
Yes,
is it
it
only
can.
when it strikes you?
Yeah,
It can do 2.
I would not suggest you send the owl in.
Well, I don't.
And that's it, though. You can do whatever you would like.
Yeah.
It says the bird picks at your foe's eyes when you create an opening.
Yes,
Um,
but
Yeah, but you're not creating an opening.
And we're not doing that. We're not doing the support benefit. We're just saying
I know the
you
support.
go in, you swoop, attack its eyes, and then come back.
And it might do a D2 or D3 damage or something type stuff, but it won't be the bleed or the
That's
blinding
right.
type effect. Yeah.
It'll be a D6 damage. Yeah.
Well, and the point is, yes, you can potentially, certainly, Cordar is likely to be the more dangerous target for them, you would think. But it's certainly a risk sending your owl in, particularly if he's going to go in, attack, and then try and come out, because they might get reactions on him.
No, it can't. It only has 2 actions.
I take on
Abilities
2
only have 2 actions.
Alright, so I'll send it in, and it can attack, and then take a 5-foot step, and then take the rest of its move. I don't know.
No, it's basically it flies in 60 up to 60 feet. It attacks and ends its turn.
So what I would suggest would be, you could bring it up behind, well, I don't know if it can share the space with Cordar effectively.
It's a small creature. It cannot share the space.
It's a small, not tiny? Yeah, okay. I would suggest that you're better off not risking the owl, because it's going to have to end its move within their range. And whilst it's probably not going to be their number 1 target, they might do something with an area effect or something that could get in there. So,
Okay.
so don't stress it too much. If you've done you've done the
Alright,
guidance,
done the guidance. That's it.
you can move yourself so that if Ballard hasn't got anything better to do, he can do a battle medicine on you without having to worry about moving.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably easier. Don't worry about any third action.
Okay.
Yep. I agree with that.
Harry, I was trying not to do that in the microphone, and I did it anyway. Okay.
That's fine.
Next one up is Luna. You can see 2 Derro. Well, sort of see 2 Derro.
It's too difficult to see.
It is difficult to see because it's in low light, so they have the concealed.
And Cordar's in between you and them down a narrow one passageway. So
Which meant I should have also had Balath make a concealed check to see if he could hit the person. So D20 roll for Balath.
Somebody roll that for me. If you fail, I'll hate you.
I'll do it.
Roll them.
A roll of a 13.
So yeah, you hit. So, Victor, what action do you wish to take?
Well, Luna saw that it was effective before, so I'll try to shoot the thing again in one
Shoot
of
it with
them.
your lance. Okay, so give me a flat D20 check.
Can you give it to check succeeded with a 13?
13. Then you make a ranged attack.
Range attack.
Range spell attack.
16 plus 9. It's a 25 total.
That's a standard hit.
Then the total damage is 6. Did I try to identify this type of things before?
We know these are Derro. We've seen them lots of times.
Yeah, but see if there's a weak point or something that we don't know. I will try to.
We've already done this before, man.
And I will point out to you that
steel, spells, fire.
and I'll point out to you that occultism is not appropriate for humanoids.
Yeah.
It's not you don't detect humanoids with occultism.
Okay.
I have a severe allergy to being stabbed.
Yeah, I will cast shield then. In the case of those things like came out of times or something.
Okay. You
That's
cast
my whole turn.
Then it is Cordar's go.
Okay, and they're still rotation, like they haven't changed position at all, have they? They've got one directly in front of him and one directly behind him.
Yep. And I believe with the hideous laughter, it wears off at the start of your turn.
Good old Tasha.
Oh no, while they're sustaining, you can't use reactions.
Okay, so they can still sustain it while it's the even though I pass the saving throw. But yep,
They
okay.
can, yes. That's actually quite interesting.
Yeah, it's.
Because it doesn't say for one round, it just says the target is played with uncontrollable laughter, it can't use reactions, and it can be sustained.
Okay, well, I know a way of stopping sustainment spells.
Yep.
I will munch it.
That's why I thought I would tell you in those terms.
Absolutely. AC 22.
AC 22 is a hit. I had to check.
Yep.
Jeremy, a hero. You feel like a hero from another realm is suddenly smiling upon your assessment.
7 points of slashing damage and 5 points of fire.
Okay. And he makes his concentration check.
Okay.
I think it is, it's 10. Do you remember what the concentration check is?
Pathfinder, I could be certain, but I'm happy that he made it. That's fine. Because I'll stab at him again and see if he makes it when he's unconscious and dying. Where are you? 17 plus 7, AC 24.
AC 24. Okay, that is a hit.
For 11 points of slashing damage and another 3 points of fire.
Yep, he's still going.
He's still going. I'll use my third action then to raise my shield.
Okay. It is now his go. He doesn't believe you can keep it up, so he throws another spell at you. Another will saving throw.
Not a will saving throw. But Cordo's got
At this point, you may as well call us Viagra, because
plus 8 plus 7 is 23.
23. You actually failed.
Oh, what?
So, Corda now sees all other creatures as dire threats. You are stricken with intense paranoia towards all creatures around it, and yeah.
So the good thing here is that the two creatures that are closest to me are the Derro. No one else has actually come close to me yet.
how do we identify spells that have been cast?
By the tradition it belongs to.
Cool.
Not by what it was cast, by what the spell belongs to.
Yep, never mind. Carry on.
So if it belongs to all 4 traditions, then all 4 things can detect it no matter what the caster is.
Although,
Yeah, I
Martin,
got those stupid knowledges.
does that count as a fear effect?
That is not a fear effect, it is a mental effect. An illusion effect.
Okay. Because I just think the fact that he's got bravery, which gives him. Actually, I don't know, that only works that successes become criticals. And the frightened condition.
If you had weaseled your way out of that, I would have been really pissed off.
Oh no, you've been the hero that caught me.
And then seeing how it actually got one of its spells off, it decides to give a stare down on Balath.
Oh, yeah.
So Balath has to make a will saving throw.
Stand by 2 seconds, sorry. I'll just fish myself out of this motor while I'm halfway through doing this thing. Fruitcake. A will save, you reckon?
A will save, yes. It should be one of your best. Should I say? I'm just getting the cards ready just in case.
Oh, piss off. It's not a critical fail, I can tell you that much. How does 25 suit you?
25. You are dazzled for 1 round. That's how it suits me.
Fuck off.
Hey, look at it this way. If you had rolled any less, you would have also been confused.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. What does Dazzle do?
Means everything is concealed from you.
So you got to do that. You got to do that 5 check. You're doing anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was his full turn, and now Cordar is no longer giggling uncontrollably.
Hey, Jeremy.
But I'm good. But I'm just scared of everything around me, so I got a second arm.
Jeremy.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about concealment when you burn everything.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the Derro of the crossbow loads it and shoots at Ballard. And Ballard is protected by plot armor.
Cordar will take a reaction.
What? You're reacting against someone you're fearful against?
I'm striking out to hit them. Is that like
That's right. I forgot that they were adjacent to you, and so did they.
But like they say, my understanding of paranoia is I could be going for attacking everything around me, can't I?
That is correct. And now that you have reactions again, it's fantastic.
AC 26
That is a hit.
for 8 points. No, sorry, 12 points of slashing and 1 point of fire.
Okay, first time he's been hit.
Well, that's because I've been scabbing over the top of him.
That's correct. Okay, so Ballard.
He's got axe embedded in his nervous system. Yes.
It's fire time.
Oh, that's good. Ballard is
Hopefully
in here.
that means it's your action and not his fucking fireball going to go on.
Yeah, I was worried about the same thing, to be honest.
What would you like to do?
Okay, so, what is can you give me a brief overview of how Dazzle is affecting me?
Dazzle just makes it hard for you to see things.
So
Everything is concealed by you. So you need to roll 5 or higher on a d20. So you've got 20% chance of missing anything you target.
Like an entire 5 foot square?
You doing an area effect?
Yes.
Then you can probably still miss that square.
Particularly if you're talking like your flaming sphere, which is specifically a 5 foot square. If it's fireball, it might be able to fit, but yeah, it's just a flat check of DC 5, so.
Yep, I will take that check. Okay, so old mate is going to get obviously a flaming sphere in space. My flat check, I got a 6.
You got a 6?
Mm-hmm.
So that means you get off your second flaming sphere of the day.
Oh man, I was concerned. I was worried that I was doing the math wrong because sometimes I'm dumb.
Nope.
He
He has to make a reflex saving throw. And he gets a 31.
Yeah, I'm guessing he passes.
That may even be a critical success.
It is in fact a critical success.
He takes no damage.
That's fine. There's always more fire.
You did that on the spellcaster, did you?
I did in fact.
Yeah. I'm just trying to
There is no underplay as far as Belloc is concerned now.
No, it was just because the Cordar random crossbow and just confirming where the flaming spear was in relation to Cordar.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And then that brings us...
Obviously, that was cast by an enemy that I can kill.
So, how would Barak like to wade into the situation now?
With caution.
With a murderous-looking friend at the front.
Yes, we can hear you.
I don't want to get in range of him, but I'm happy to cast guidance on him, assuming that guidance still counts, even though he sounds like a psychopath.
I don't think it will because I can't use the enemy at the moment.
Yeah, he has to be willing.
And you already cast guidance on him last round, and you can kind of cast it on him again for another hour.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Which means Jeremy can actually use the +1 for something.
Yeah, I've forgotten to use it. But
Alright, so
I I don't remember whether I actually had a major effect that would be a problem of losing the +1. But
And you have lost it because you forgot to use it.
actually, I'm happy. Actually, I don't think it made an effect because I don't think I.
Can I cast it on him again?
No, you can only cast it on a single target once per hour.
Okay.
It's a good buff. It's the equivalent of aiding someone with your reaction, but you're giving someone a free buff.
But I mean, also, like, considering the fact that Balath is having an impact on them anyway.
You can
potentially.
You can do Balath and Luna with the same guidance, giving each of them a +1 this round if you wish to.
Alright, I'll do that. And raise my shield.
And then raise your shield.
So looking at the behind Cordar, the party's technically in order at the moment of Barak, and then Balath and Luna behind.
No, I believe it is Luna, Balath, and Barak.
Okay, right.
Because Barak went to the back. Okay, so guidances have been given. So it is now Luna's go. You have guidance on your next action.
Should it be specified like guidance to attack or
You get to
something like
use guidance on one action this round of one of your 3 actions.
It's not the same as aid. It's the this is you get to choose.
You can hold it for a saving throw, but if you do, the guidance will be gone by the time Barak's turn comes back up again, and
Nah. I will. If it broke, I don't fix it. I will shoot the guy in the face again.
okay.
Wow, Victor, that was the most Australian thing you've ever said. Nah.
Okay, so give me a concealment check to see if you can actually hit him with your divine lance.
I got 8.
You got an 8, then you do hit. Then I say you can hit him. Give me a magic ranged attack roll. Magic attack roll.
Oh no, I guess I will miss. Oh no, wait.
You got +1.
6. Yeah, but let's see. Armor class 19. Is that a hit?
Armor class 19 is not a hit.
Yeah, I missed that. I told you. The last action, I will cast shield again.
Okay, you cast shield. Next person up is Koda.
So yeah.
People, you're seeing people cross-firing either side of you.
That's right, but there's still two enemies that are close to me, so we'll again go for the spellcasting one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the other one's closer to me, so he's less likely to get away. Nice. AC 29.
29 is a hit.
8 points and 3 points of fire.
Yep, he's still standing.
And try again. Oh, this one's quite. It's going to make it maybe critical. AC 13.
AC 13 is not a critical fumble.
Not a critical hit. Okay. And I will raise my shield.
Okay. Now it is spellcasters go again.
Does he move out of the fire?
Yes, he does. He takes one action to move, take a step back, and I believe he's going to try to exchange spells with you. Though he might cast a spell and move back.
Can you see through the flaming sphere? Okay.
I would imagine, yeah. I would not imagine he could.
I can see probably at least concealment, but I don't know if it actually blocks line of sight, but
Okay, so he throws a spell at Bella. Bella has to make a will saving. Oh no, he can't. It's a touch.
What?
yeah, no.
Alright. I thought you meant I can't make a will save. I've got questions, buddy.
Yeah. No, I can't make a will save for saving throw.
Apparently so.
Okay.
Neither can you, apparently.
So in which case he's just going to go for a fortitude save on Bella.
Fortitude save on Balaf. He can make a fortitude save for me if he wants.
So what's,
Alright, hang on.
I'm sure it's one of your best saves.
Actually, I've got pretty good saves all around, hey.
Everyone should, because you get your level
no.
bonus.
I've got to be useful at something. Oh, I'll have that roll of a 17. Let me just consult the oracle.
What do you want?
Good timing.
24.
At 24, that is the target number. You're blind.
Fantastic. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, of course I am.
So you succeeded. You're blinded until
Charlie's next round.
until its next turn begins.
Yeah.
Until his next turn begins.
Yeah.
I was hoping for more what Jeremy said. That's not cool.
Okay.
Finish my
And
spells.
then he moves out of the flame, but you don't know which way because you can't see him.
You already said that he moved out of the flame before he moved out of the flame.
I said he was going to do the spell, then move, because it doesn't matter when you actually move.
So then
Alright.
yes, the flaming spear wasn't actually concealing his vision, but now it's concealing everyone else's except for, well, from Cordar's perspective, no, it's kind of last.
Okay. Well, on that note, hang on 2 seconds. Let me just have a very quick look at the spell. You can continue. It's probably not going to affect anything.
Okay, the guy behind him, I believe, is going to move through the flaming sphere.
In front of him, behind him, I guess, yeah.
Martin, I need to read this out to you.
Yeah, I think you have to make a reflex save on his turn.
Yeah, yes and no. There's two important words.
Yep.
The sphere mine, blah blah blah. The sphere deals 3d6 fire damage to each creature in the sphere when it first appears. Each creature must attempt a basic reflex save on subsequent rounds. The first time you sustain the spell, you can leave the sphere in its square or roll, blah blah blah. Each creature in its square must attempt basic reflex save. Oh,
So
alright,
when you sustain it, you get to make people roll again.
yeah, cool, no dramas. Yeah. Sorry, I was.
But they don't necessarily pass it all the time.
Okay,
No, I get it. Yep.
So the guy in front of Jeremy takes a 5-foot step, so not as to provoke, and then moves through the flaming sphere to the other side, and reloads his crossbow. So it's now Balasco, who can't see anything.
Yep, that's cool. So on that note, he's going to take a guess as to which direction old mate was, and I will allow you. I'll ask you to determine what roll I would need to guess which direction, with the exception of towards him.
So I'll say odd or even.
I'm back, guys. Sorry, I was away
All good.
a bit.
So David, pick either odd or even,
Even.
and then I will roll a dice.
Okay.
And
But
yes, you've managed to roll it into him. He gets to make another reflex
Nice.
save to avoid damage. He
DC
does not.
19.
He doesn't critically fail, but he doesn't succeed. So he
Is
takes.
that right? Full damage it is.
He
Does that
takes.
mean he technically rolled it through the guy with the crossbow?
No, the spellcaster. You managed to
But the
actually get the
spellcaster's still
spellcaster.
behind the crossbow guy, isn't it? From my perspective.
The crossbow guy is behind him now.
Oh, okay, right. So he backed up further.
Yeah. He didn't want to stand in the flame.
So he failed, correct?
Yeah, he failed. 3d6 damage.
12 damage.
And he collapses with flame.
Am I still blind?
Yes.
Cool. That's all right. What happened? What happened? Tell me. Did it go the right way?
And then Barak is up.
Which direction does the sphere need to go now?
I'll explain as quickly as I can.
Okay, you spend a couple of actions explaining.
Yep.
Okay, so you tell an awesome tale of how the flaming balls set alight the spellcasting dwarf. Not your spellcasting dwarf, the other spellcasting dwarf.
Oh, fantastic. Which way is it going now?
And that they there's only one left with a crossbow.
Alright, well, can I explain where he is?
You can.
Alright.
And then it would be Luna's go unless you want to cast a spell. Or fire a ranged weapon, or...
No.
Okay. Luna is up. Would Luna like to do your lance thing?
Lancing.
Yeah,
Okay.
your divine lance.
No lancing. Okay, let's do the lancing.
They are quite well lit up by a ball of flame at the moment.
Oh, so it's better to see, right?
Better to see at the moment.
So no flat check.
Yep, and not concealed by another target because you were basically shooting at a guy behind someone else, which is why they had concealment.
Okay. I will shoot straight up.
Range spell attack.
Basically, truck mechanic. God, I'm good.
I got a 27 total.
A 27 total is a hit.
And first time maximum roll. 8 total damage. Oh no, not 8. 8 total. Oh. 9 total damage. Sorry. I forgot to roll the other.
Whoa. Slow down. Not 8, it's 9.
It can make a difference sometimes because there have been a few times where you've been on 1 hit point left.
Yeah, I rolled the damn one.
Oh, absolutely. But still.
Okay. So Luna gets in with a lance, and Corda, you now have the closest suspicious person being Luna.
Lol.
So I'm still affected by the paranoia.
You are.
The spellcaster's gone down.
It's not a sustained spell.
No. Okay.
One of the things I love about it.
Yeah, so he actually failed it, did he? He's got the minute or so of it instead of just the round or so.
You have a minute of paranoia, yes.
Okay, right.
It was your first failure in all the spells he threw.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So how close is Luna?
Luna is 10 feet away, whereas the person with the bow is 20 feet away.
With a flaming sphere
In between.
5 feet from him?
Yeah, 5 feet from him. So you'd have to stand the other side of the flaming sphere to attack.
The lunge, yep.
Mm-hmm. But you can lunge at Luna right away.
Yep. However, whilst Luna is an enemy, Luna hasn't actually damaged me or attacked me yet.
That's a good point.
Therefore, I figure I can attack the guy that's actually been shooting at me with the crossbow. Is that reasonable?
Yep, that is reasonable.
I'm all for making Corda look terrible, but he brings a good point.
And it's also, there's also the aspect of that's the enemy that's currently wounded, So we take them down, the enemy's going in.
That is perfectly valid within the spell description. If you critically failed, then you would have gone for Luna.
Happy with that?
There was a distinction between the two.
AC 21.
At 21, you still hit.
It's for 11 points of slashing and 6 points of fire.
And it's still standing.
I will take another one. AC 20.
That hits.
For 6 points of slashing and 6 points of fire.
And it goes down with a slash.
Okay. And then I'll raise my shield to watch out for those bastards behind me.
Okay, so then we come down the line to Balath. Your vision comes back. And Cordar is facing you with his shield raised.
What's going on with Cordar?
Right behind him is your flaming sphere. He appears to be looking at you in a hostile manner.
Is that last beastie still alive?
It does not appear to be alive.
Righto. Now, I've been looking at the rules of this spell, and it is ridiculous. But the flaming sphere doesn't appear to move so much as just appear from one square to another.
Pretty much. It's you
There's
can
no-
swear.
yeah.
Let's follow the bouncing ball.
It doesn't roll.
It doesn't roll anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't roll anywhere, it just goes from one spot to the other. So, with that in mind, there is now a flaming sphere between Cordar and Balath.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hang on. Is there anybody else between Cordar and Balath?
Luna.
Lulu is technically close.
There is a...
There's currently 20 feet between Cordar and Luna.
Do you put it in
It
right in
is.
between?
I put it directly in front of Cordar so he can't lunge at Luna. Oh, sorry, he has to take some burning to lunge.
No, he can
I
actually
mean, yeah, he
move.
can, but yeah.
He can move through it without taking damage. That's the sad thing about it.
Yeah, look, yes and no. There's a giant ball of flame in front of Cordar.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
unless he knows the spell,
Yeah. I understand. So, you've moved it. What do you want to do with the other two actions?
fucking shit myself.
Succeed. Okay, so that brings
I
us.
don't have any of those spells left.
Sticky.
Ah,
Calm emotion.
I do have. Yes, absolutely.
I don't think that have any effect in this, but
It
Success
actually-
cunning is.
I mean, not that it'll work on Cordar, of course, if he's iron will, but
Yeah. Only creature can't use hostile actions if that.
I think it would actually be the
you know
perfect
what?
spell. It would be the perfect counter to what's going on.
Yeah. Look, using my last spell, my last level spell, I'm going to cast Calm Emotions on Cordar. DC 19, so please.
The question is that Calm Emotions is a second level spell. You have
Yeah.
you have two flamings. You have two second level spell slots, and you've cast two flaming spheres.
I have 3 second level spell spots.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yes.
I was checking because I thought all spellcasters were the same.
No. We've got to have some advantages.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The 3 spell slots is for the
spontaneous casters.
yeah.
yeah, they get
We
less
know
spells.
less stuff, but we can cast more stuff.
All good. So you cast your Calm Emotions, which is very cool.
Yeah, it'll probably do absolutely nothing.
That's right. You said it was 19.
Correct.
Cordar got iron will against all his enemies.
Yeah, what'd you get?
22. Can't I?
Cool, so you're still going to get neg 1 on your attack rolls.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Sorry about that. It was my phone.
It's okay. So that brings us up to. That was the last of your level 2 spells. We are now down to Luna. You can see Quarter looking still angry in your direction.
Yeah, but what about the other folks? They're all dead?
You're all dead.
They appear to be all dead. Do you wish to do the same thing and try to calm him with calm emotions?
I guess I can't because I don't have it. Oh. Sorry, can I delay? I need to take this.
Okay, you delay. And we move on to... apparently, I think the next one is... Barak. What would Barak like to do?
Alright, so do I... I mean, I don't have any spells left, so... except for the animal form, but... so... Guidance is out because I've used it on everyone.
Mm-hmm. You can delay and see what happens.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay. And then we have...
Luna's back.
Back to
Sorry.
Luna. So what is Luna going to do?
Okay, what do I miss?
I believe you do have 2 second level spell slots still available. Would you like to use calm emotions for one of those?
Yeah. If I can do that, I will do. I have one last spell slot, actually.
One left, okay. So you see if you can calm Quarter. So let's see if Quarter's
Oh
dice is
yeah,
still
I
going
do
well.
have only 2 spell slots. That's strange. For second level. But okay.
I will
I would
investigate.
like calm my emotion.
So you're casting calm motions?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You pass again, goddamn.
I know. Only on a 5 on that one, stroke 12.
Totally.
The annoying thing about it is the fact that Baleth, or the good thing about it, Baleth doesn't get to close those checks with it was Luna, didn't he?
See, that's how
Yeah.
good Luna is. That is actually quite funny.
So with just a failure, any emotional effects are suppressed. So, and creature can't use hostile actions.
Yep. And so you can keep him from being hostile until the spell wears off on him.
That's right. If someone actually does present hostile actions to me, then the calm emotions would end. But,
And
Sorry
yes,
guys, just quickly, what level are we?
you are level
3.
3.
That's interesting.
Of course, you didn't actually need to use those calm emotion spells. The effect on Corda was that everyone's a potential threat and becomes unfriendly to all creatures to which it wasn't already hostile. So he said, Corda being unfriendly certainly doesn't mean he attacks first. He's a good guy.
And so yes, I can say you managed to finish out the minute of Quarter's unfriendliness.
Yeah, I checked it. I only
Especially
have
after
2
saying
spell
the flaming
slots.
spear there to say, hey, let's just get your barrier between us.
And it is amusing that the Oracle does not get the spell slot goodness of the Sorcerer.
Yeah, I know. I just checked.
No. There's something fucky going on.
You found a flaw?
Yeah, probably in my character creator.
Oh, right.
No, I checked the spreadsheet for the Sorcerer. The sheet actually does say you're correct, and has 3 second level spells and 4 first level spells at 3rd level.
So it might be the sort of thing that a sorcerer gets the extra, like they're both spontaneous, sorcerer and oracle are both spontaneous. It might be the fact that the oracle gets other factors that means that I get quite a bit of control as a sorcerer.
Yeah, no, the table I was looking at was from D&D 5th edition.
Oh, wow.
And that would definitely mess with you.
Yeah, so going back to it on that table, yeah, 100%. But 8 is, yeah.
Okay, so having just gone through another random encounter.
Yep.
Lol.
Don't worry, it was a deadly random encounter.
Yeah, who started this nonsense? God, that would be dumb.
We will call it there for tonight and see how well you survive the rest of the dungeon, having burned through most of your resources.
Yep. Okay. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you very much. Have
Thanks,
a good night, and if anyone's around on the weekend, so Jeremy, Martin, interested in doing some games, let me know, because I wouldn't mind doing some board
I
games.
wanna play games on the weekend.
Well, we're not stopping you.
You guys are just too far away.
Well, international travel's being opened up again.
Yep.
Okay.
And there's also the fact that we've only got one day that matches up on the weekend.
That's true.
Anyway, thanks very much, everyone. Have a good night all, and we'll see you next week or week after.
Good night, all.
Stay safe, stay well.
See you guys.
Yeah, thank you everybody. Thanks for the
Thanks,
games. I managed to go through with only 2 hours of sleep.
You did
That's
well.
very good.
Hopefully the rest of the day's not so bad.
Yeah. I was a bit distracted though, but it's fine.
All good. Have a good night.
Thank you very much. Bye guys.
Bye.